Well, it is what it is, King. It is what it is. YouTube, MFFLs, Flow Game. What is good, everybody? What is good? What is good? Welcome, everyone, to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs here on the Globe Mavs Production. Well, we're just gonna cut the formalities, guys. There's really nothing that we can say tonight that's gonna make anybody feel better, but we're gonna try our best. It is your boy Real, and of course, as usual, joining me is my co-host King. What's up, man?
Nothing much, brother. I'm ready to talk on this one. I missed the last one.
Yeah,
I apologize, but I'm here.
yeah, yeah. It's going. It was a tough one, man. It was definitely an energy sucker. It just took the energy out of the crowd, man, out of the fan base. A lot of people kind of upset. A lot of people like, eh. A lot of people kind of just happy that we made it to the West Conference Finals. It's a lot of emotion that's mixed out here right now. We're gonna get into all that. But before we do, man, we gotta let the people know who are brand new to the channel, man. So how this works is we give you our overall reaction, we give you our positives, we give you our negatives. We give out the game balls, no matter the wins or the losses. But the most important part of the show goes to you, ladies and gentlemen. We take your questions and your comments. And if you guys are addressing any questions or any comments to us, please tag us with the at WTM. So that way we can kind of cipher through all the questions and the comments because we know you guys have conversations throughout the show with each other. So if you're addressing a question or a comment to us, please address it with at WTM. All right, King, you ready to get into it, man?
Yes, sir.
All right, man, let's do it. People know what the score was.
109 to 100 for the bad guys. They have a 3-0 series lead.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell them who the top performers were.
Steph Curry gave you 31, 5, and 11, and Luka gave you 40, 11, 3, and 1 and 2. Yeah, it's actually
1 and 2.
nice.
All right. So let's go ahead and get into these stats, man. These were the stats for the game. Dallas shot 40%, 28% from three. Felt probably worse than that. 27 for 34 from the free throw line. Golden State shot 46% from the field, 34% from three, and 22 of 25 from the free throw line for 88%. It wasn't a good one, King. It was not a good one. You would think that Dallas being a good home team, they would have came out and took care of business, but that wasn't the case. So let's go ahead and get into it, Barry. Go ahead and let the people know, man. Give us your overall reaction of this game tonight.
We need some Luka magic. That's and I don't even know if that's enough. We went through the playoffs, talking about the small lineup and how it hasn't bit us in the butt, and it'll be okay with these guys. And who would have thought that Kevon Looney would be the guy that exposed us? Of all folks, him. Rudy, not Rudy, not DeAndre Ayton.
Nope.
Kevon Looney is the guy that's destroying us on the inside. Last game was game 2 was possibly the worst game I've ever watched in my lifetime. I felt like I couldn't even talk on it because it was the worst officiating I thought I've ever seen, just in general. It was horrible. And I felt like that game kind of sucked the life out of the Mavs kind of completely because they felt like that was the game they should have had, I felt like. And it could been coming back home with the split, but they had to come out of the hole again with the 0-2. And Golden State, kudos to Steve Kerr. He's pushing all the right buttons that it seems like the Mavericks can't even adjust from. And that comes from he's the big three are doing their job. This is the second game in a row. I feel like, well, the big three was out there doing what they could do. Like, you can't ask for any more from those guys. They did what they did against Phoenix, but they can't stop Golden State. They're exposing Luka on defense, and with that, on the other side, they're shutting down all the other guys, like everybody else. I'm gonna get to it. I'm just gonna say it. I know we said this playoffs was big for Maxi Kleber, and as it goes right now, if they can somehow win 4 games in a row, I think this is probably the last time we'll be seeing Maxi Kleber on his team. Maxi Kleber again got into it. You can see his confidence was gone, and he was just not even shooting shots anymore. Like, he was afraid to shoot the ball. And if he can't shoot the ball and he's out there gripping 4 rebounds, and can't out rebound guys, and it's like, why are you out there, Max? He's saying it with Bertans. A lot of guys. I mean, the series isn't over yet. I do expect the Mavs to come out fighting on what's that, Tuesday.
Hmm.
But it's a lot of holes, man. And this if the other guys can't make shots at all, even at home, and like, what do you do? Like the Mavericks are trying to get to the paint, but guys aren't leaving. They're playing them. They're playing boxing ones and all. They're giving the Mavericks so many open shots, and they're just scaring these guys. I don't know what's going on. But at this moment, it's looking like we just need better guys to operate the system. It's not maybe that the system is broken. We just need an upgrade at positions. And I mean, Luka's out there dropping 40 again. This is the offseason, basically. This has to be Luka's offseason of his body. Just that's all I want to be done. Like I don't need to see anything different with his offense at all. Like I'm fine with everything how it is, even the free throws. If it doesn't take a step up, I'm okay with everything. He has to work on his body and get his lateral quickness and all together and his conditioning. Like this has to be his summer of just working on that and coming back as a new and improved Luka Doncic next year on his body. But other than that, as I said, we gotta find pieces now, man. We gotta find guys, guys that can consistently do things, guys that aren't as streaky as the guys we have. We have guys that overachieved, as we've been saying for the longest time. I think before the playoffs, I stated that you had 4 guys that really were your role players, your shooters, and 2 of them had to be shooting at least 40% in the games, and you got a chance to win all of them. Golden State shutting these guys down. When I say like nobody else is making anything and they can't do anything, it's affecting their defense. Klay Thompson is dunking over and over. Like they're so lost that Klay Thompson keeps getting dunks at the rim and Klay Thompson doesn't even dunk. Yeah, man, it's just their heart is gone. I don't want to really blame J Kid because it's coming down to that. It's just coming down to personnel at this point now, and you're seeing that it's just the personnel isn't what it is. We got to the Western Conference Finals. I don't want to come in here, talking about moral victories and all that because it's not over. I'm not going to give up on the team. I'm going to watch the next game. I'm sorry. Hopefully, it's not the last game. We're still in Dallas. Get that. They got to keep the mindset of one game at a time completely. So one game, you got to win this game in Dallas. Next game, win one against in Golden State, and just keep going from there. It's never happened before. They got to have the mindset that they can be the first people to get it done. So somehow, some way, I don't know if we have the personnel for it right now. I don't know if we can Dwight Powell can just grow inches, but even then, like Dwight Powell, his defense on the pick and roll was just, oh man, man, it's pretty bad. So yeah, either way, this offseason is just defense completely. Like this is a defensive, a rebounding and defensive offseason, I think, for the Mavericks, and then bring in one other guy that's we say hopefully we get attached to the Zach LaVine conversation like we have been. I really think we're gonna get a seat at the table for him, but we got to see if we can get it done and just go from there. But yeah, man, it was rough when you're down, going in the half, down 0-2, and then going in the half of game 3, you're down by 1 point at home. I know it's just 1 point, but that has to be deflating. They just can make no shots, man. It was just the rest of the team couldn't show up. So if these guys aren't the soldiers, like, no, you can't keep letting them have chances like they're role players. So we gotta go find other soldiers to get it done. So that's my opinion.
Bro, I don't know. It's a lot, man, that's going through my Maverick mind, man, after this game. Uh like you said, deflating, frustrating, angry. I know we should probably build on to like a moral victory as far as, hey, we should be glad we got here, but even if we had lost this series, we didn't want to lose like this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think I touched on it on the last video. This is showing that maybe, like you said, is Jason Kidd's philosophy or like the structure is there, but I think the certain personnel that I think the type of personnel we need is showing here in this series
Hmm.
for Golden State. I think I touched on it before. Instead of like getting more 3 and D guys, get more people that can play defense, but also can put the ball on the floor too, and
Yep.
not be so dependent on Luca. Because it showed again, there was a lot of times Luca having to bail us out at the end of a shot clock again. Because those guys can't put the ball on the floor and create for themselves. Not saying they gotta be Kyrie Irving with the handles or anything. I think I touched on that before. But you see, you got Otto Porter Jr. that can put the ball on the floor. You got Andrew Wiggins who can put the ball on the floor. You got Jordan Poole can put the ball on the floor. Damian Lee can put the ball on the floor. Everybody on that team can put the ball on the floor except for Kevon Looney. And
Hmm.
so that's why they're so dangerous on offense, man. The way that they can move the ball, the matter of fact, the way that every last one of those players move without the ball, that also helps with their offense, man. To where you don't know where you're gonna get hit at with their offense, man. It's not so dependent on Stephen Curry going out there scoring 30, 40 points. So when his 30 or 40 points is getting scored, that's just icing on top of the cake right there.
Yeah.
And it showed tonight. It showed last game. I thought that the first game was like an outlier. I thought, Dallas just tired. They came off that high after Phoenix, but it's showing in game 2 and 3 that wasn't the case. Our defense does not look well right now. To say we have a top 6 defense in the league. You touched on a few of the players that we're gonna get into here in the negatives, man, because I got a lot to get into with the negatives. Um, it's just a lot that this team still needs to do this offseason to make it to that next tier, man. You touched on a player like a Zach Levine, somebody like that. We could probably look at maybe getting a guy like that this offseason, just at least getting a seat at the table and see what we can do. Um, I remember me and you were talking about, maybe sticking to this philosophy and not getting a true like center, maybe
Hmm.
another like bigger wing. And I think I touched on it in the video, said like a Jeremy Grant or like a Robert Covington type player, one of those bigger wings, or like a Marcus Morris, somebody like that, right? Put him at the
Hmm.
five where you have wings all over the court. But I think this series is showing we do need a center, man. We need a center. Um, I think I'm going back to that original thinking that we had of we need a center, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's the scrambling defense, and it's like they're exerting a whole lot more energy on defense, which is kind of like hurting them on offense, man. I don't think I've ever seen Dallas miss this many threes in this run so far in the playoffs, like they've been doing now. They're missing
Hmm.
a ton of wide open threes, bro. A ton of wide open threes.
Yep.
And it's frustrating, man, because we know this team can hit them, and that's how they were able to advance in the playoffs by hitting those wide open threes. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? By penetrating, kicking out, and finding those guys for corner threes. Dallas is the number one 3-point corner shooting three team in the league, and it's not showing in this series at all. Not just today, but at all.
Hmm.
And you talked about how they look deflated, and it showed after game 2 because you had a 20-point lead on this team, man. It completely came back, and I think they beat it. What they beat it by double digits.
I don't think it was double digits. I think it was one at 7 or so.
Oh yeah, it was 9.
Okay, no.
So yeah, and 9 again tonight. But you know what I mean.
Hmm.
So it's just it's a lot of work this team needs to do, man. We could probably break all that down here, the positives and the negatives. You got any other reactions you want to add in there?
Um, no, not really. Hit the other ones. It'll be more reactions than the positive and negatives.
What you got positive wise, man?
Spencer Dinwiddie. That's probably it. Spencer Dinwiddie. I know Luca had a few positives. You can count his numbers and all that, but he just keep getting blown by on defense, and that can't happen. We can't. It's already hard enough for us to score, as we said, without another guy. So we basically have a couple guys that can score. To have to trade baskets back and forth because they just keep attacking Luke, and he just keeps closing out too hard, and they keep going by him. Like he has to get his lateral quickness in order. He has to. So I'm gonna go with Spencer Dinwiddie as my positive. I felt like he came out to play today. He was getting in the paint, shooting shots. He was a close in a situation where we needed him, and he did it again. So Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. That's probably the only positive I got. There's a whole ton of negatives. I think we can go ahead and get into it, man. Go ahead and start them
Yeah.
negatives off, man.
I told you already, Luka Doncic's defense. That's just done. Um, Anybody else, man? I mean, there was only for Frank. We already know Josh Green couldn't play anymore in the playoffs. We saw that. Frank Ntilikina became irrelevant because he couldn't make shots. Um, Bertans, if he can't make shots, he shouldn't be on the floor because he's probably the worst defender on the team. Um, Maxi Kleber, when his confidence is gone, he's gone. I, I don't know, man. I guess Jalen Brunson could have been a positive in a way, but I just didn't feel like he was impactful either. I feel like moments where we needed him to be impactful, he wasn't as good as he can be. Dwight Powell can no longer play on his team. That he can no longer play on his team. That's a wrap. I'm sorry. He had that run, the best run of his career. Congratulations, Dwight Powell. But you can no longer play on his team anymore. Like, I mean, he can no longer play on his team. I'd be very mad if he start the starting center for the Dallas Mavericks next year. I don't care who we have. If we can't get another center, like Maxey better start if we can't get rid of both of them. But Dwight Powell cannot be starting on his team next year as the center. He cannot. Reggie Bullock wasn't sniper today, but I think he may be hurt and banged up as well. He's been taking a beating in this series, but that was just a horrible performance in general. He got banged up again today. Like, he's just out there giving his body up, though. So I do appreciate that from Reggie, but you can't go 0 for 10 in a game like this. And Dodo, I don't know where Dodo's been. Don't even seem like he's getting as many shots. Like, maybe he's tired. I think maybe they're tired, truthfully. Maybe Dodo and Reggie Bullock are just tired.
And yeah, I mentioned that before after game one. I said they're playing the most minutes out of everybody on the team.
Yeah, they're playing like 40 every game. So maybe they're just tired. But I mean, bro, this when I tell you nobody else gave us anything today, I let it remain other than the big three we supposedly have.
Everybody like 14 points.
The big three, you look at those numbers. If we'd been talking about this in the regular season, we'd have been like, wow, the Mavericks probably destroyed somebody. You know, if you got, what's that, 66 between your big, oh no, I'm sorry, it's 86 between your big three. And you only ended the game with 109 points. Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's horrible. Everybody gets a negative. Like, this is a horrible game.
Well, King, you know how I do it, man. Let's go ahead and break this down. Let me look at the matchups here, bro, because yeah. Of course, we talked about it. Dallas made 13 threes today, but they took 45 of them. They only made 28%. Like I said, I wish because we do this game, like we do this video like literally right after the game, so we don't have as much time as to like kind of break down other advanced stats. I don't know how many wide open threes Dallas missed tonight, man. It was ridiculous. And like I said in the beginning of the video, it's not just tonight. It's not just tonight. They've been doing this all series long, just missing a ton of wide open threes. Remember in game one, they missed like what they go like 7 for 32 or something like that in the first half. You know what I mean? So they're just missing a ton of threes, man. And I don't get it. Like any team in the league would kill to have wide open threes, and Dallas all of a sudden now in this series is went ice cold on threes. Bro, the rebounding, man, we got out rebounded 47 to 33. It felt worse than that. Worse than that. They had 14 offensive rebounds. We had 7, and then once again, I've talked about this before. The assist. This team leads the league in team assist. Last game they had 6 players that had 5+ assists, bro. 5+ assists. They had 28 to 18 on assists. That's low because your point guard only had 3 assists. They moved the ball like crazy, bro. I don't think I've ever seen an offense like this, man. Mm-hmm. They can hit you in so many ways, man. And I remember I told you in TGK this. We asked me who the X factor for them were going to be, and I said Andrew Wiggins, and it's showing in the series.
Yeah.
I don't know what got over Andrew Wiggins, man. Him, Kevon Looney, Jordan Poole is one of their weapons, but I don't know what got into those two guys, bro. It's like they just flipped the switch, man. It looked like all-stars out there.
Bro, you know how
what they need, at this time. You know what I mean? Like filling their roles and they're doing it and exceeding that. You know, we can't get that.
You know how we thought we'd have two guys that didn't shoot on their team? Well, they're being smart. Kevon showing that he can pass more than I thought he could.
Yeah.
And when they can't play any of the guys on the perimeter one-on-one, the Mavericks. So if the Mavericks can't play those guys one-on-one, when they're doubling off of the guy, like either Draymond Green or Kevon Looney, they're driving to the rim. They're cutting to the rim. And the Mavericks have no answer for them at the rim either or. And if they do, like, collapse over or slide over to one of them, they just toss the ball over to the other one who has a wide open dunk. So the whole thing from the regular season, you talk about the streaky shooting and guys missing shots, and you talk about the inside, everything that bothered us throughout the regular season is coming back to bite us in this one season, this one series.
Yeah. We got dominated too in points in the paint, bro. 46-34. It looked like a conga line to the rim today. That goes, like I said, we talked about just not having that rim protection. Your two centers, man, I agree with you a gajillion %, bro. And this is why when I know a lot of the people were talking about having like a Mo Bamba or somebody like that. This is why I was saying, instead of you thinking Mo Bamba, think bigger. Because if you're talking about getting to that next level, Mo Bamba's not it. These two are not it. You need a legit center out there, bro, that's going to strike fear in the opponents out there for coming into the paint. He does strike fear on people, bro. These guys don't strike fear. They're attacking these guys and going around these guys. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that's going to definitely be the key thing this summer. It's kind of like when we got Tyson Chandler. What they end up doing?
Putting us over the top.
You know what I'm saying? So, and also too, I gotta agree with you, bro. Luka's defense tonight was not good at all, bro. Too many times he was getting blown right by, and I don't know. Still young, because I seen people on Twitter like talking about the plus minus and all that stuff, and
bro, he's in the don't do that to your head. He's in the Western Conference Finals right now. It's okay.
You know me.
I'm about to say it's okay.
No, you know me, bro. I don't play that, bro. Because they can use that and say, "See, I told you." It's like, and then the funny thing about it is, I said this. I'm tired of saying this, bro. I talk about this every time we have a video. It's our own fans, bro. It's our own fans.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's to the point now where in that case, let's just trade Luka then.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a few draft picks if y'all want to do it that way. Let's go ahead and be in the lottery for the next 10 years. Because we actually got lucky getting him. Because when Dirk retired, you were on your way to being another lottery pick team for the next like 10 years, like it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
And so, did Luka play well on deep? No, he didn't play well. But for y'all to sit there and make it seem like, oh, it's his fault that we losing these games and stuff like that, it's like, really, bro? It's his fault we're here right now in the Western Conference Finals. You would not be going to the Western Conference Finals if JB was your number one guy.
No.
So all that, they can miss me with all that, bro. That's the stuff that kind of frustrated me too.
We all know the last step in Luka Doncic's development. We keep talking about it.
He was still 23.
Yeah, we know the last step. The last step he has to take seriously. He can't drink beers before a game. You know,
that wasn't before the game.
It was the day before, wasn't it?
No, they said they confirmed that was an old picture.
Oh, okay. Well, either or, like, he need to give it up. Even whenever he had that beer, he probably shouldn't be having it. Like, he has to take the next level in his body just in general. So that's it. Like, when he takes that, hopefully that Michael Jordan, you know, after Detroit, that going in the gym, that Kobe Bryant after Detroit, that year he came back with the tattoos and all.
Utah.
No. After when he came back with the tattoos and all, he had all buffed up and knew the team was gonna be his by himself.
No, I was saying Utah when he had them 4 air balls.
Yeah, but that's shots. That's confidence.
A whole new man after that.
But Luka's confidence, he has confidence. That was Kobe's confidence. I'm fine with that. When the body is what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Kobe with the body after the Detroit series in 2004, he came back. Michael, the same thing after Detroit. He came back a different guy. Even LeBron walked away for 2 weeks or whatever. Yep, Dirk did it as well. He decided I got to stop eating sweets and all that, stop drinking beers because he would party all the time.
Yep.
Luka has to take it seriously. Something has to click, and it probably is. It probably is just with Andrew Wiggins being able to do this. Like they have too many weapons right now. Like you said earlier, they have too many weapons. So it's like Andrew Wiggins can get you 20, Jordan Poole can get you 20, Kevon Looney can get you 20 rebounds.
Oh, I think I say.
And 20. I'm about to say, but he can get
Yeah,
you 20
yeah,
rebounds.
yeah.
But
Give you 20 right now. Yeah.
Draymond Green just out there just playing with you, just being a middle, just quarterback slash safety guy that's just out there with the system. You know, you already got Steph, and I feel like Steph and Clay are on a decline, if that makes sense.
And that's what I was saying, bro. Like the way their offense runs, they're not dependent on those two guys.
No.
So whenever they get their points in, it's icing on the cake.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree with you, bro. Like they're not heavily dependent on those guys.
No,
they move the ball so much, and they first game 24 assists, last game 33 assists, and tonight 28. That means that they're moving the ball. Everybody touching the ball. Matter of fact, hold on. What was the stats real quick? They had 1, 2, 3, 4. They had 5 tonight. Almost had Kevon Looney almost had a double digits. So they would have had 6 guys tonight with double digits again. Yeah. 7 first game, 6 last game, and almost 6 again tonight.
Yeah.
So that tells you a lot, bro.
And they lost Otto Porter.
Yeah, and they lost Otto Porter. Was another guy who can put the ball on the floor and get his own.
You just want a guy.
I'm not dependent on Steph. I go get it for you. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean?
Rel, I think what you're trying to say, you just want a guy that if there's a guy on the floor that's not known as a defender, where the guy can put the ball on the floor and go drive it at him. That's what you want. You want a guy where if you like, hey, he's Steph Curry's in front of you, dribble the ball to the rim.
It's not even just that, bro. Like I said, I just want it because it not to be so dependent on Luka. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be to where, like how Golden State is set up. I want us to be able to hit people in all kind of different directions, or if not, be able to, that this guy over here is going to get you consistent, impactful, numbers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want. Either one or the other. You know what I mean? And I remember I brought this up on the last video. I gave an example of like a Victor Oladipo, somebody like that. That type of player that can go get his own and can also be a shutdown defender. You know what I'm saying? Not ask him to go out there and get you 30, but just somebody who play breaks down. He could put the ball on the floor, put his head down and go to the basket. You know what I'm saying? And get to the free throw line and also play defense on the other end. Not just a 3-and-D guy, but a guy who can set his own offense up and play defense.
You saying we need Paul George?
Or yeah, like a Paul George type player.
You saying we need Paul George?
You know who I kind of wanted. I don't know how you feel. I hated he went to the Knicks. I wouldn't mind getting Reddick. Cam Reddish from I wouldn't mind getting him. He's a nice little project.
He's a project though. That's what I'm saying. How long? I've got to see because how long is he going to be a project? That's the question. Is he going to stay?
He was definitely showing growth in Atlanta. I don't know what happened between them.
And then in New York, he just
now he's not even playing in New York. Cause I was watching the New York. I watched a couple of them. There's a lot of New York fans not happy about that. They don't know why he's not playing, but they don't like Tom Thibodeau. He makes a lot of bonehead decisions anyway. But yeah, no, like you said, just a player, man, that can put the ball on the floor. I know it's kind of hard to get because everybody wants that, but we got that's kind of player that Dallas might need to try to go after here, man, in the off season, bro. Get 2 more wings, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be hard, bro. It's not that it's gonna be hard, but I think my decision and my thought process on how this team is going to go has changed a little bit. The reason they can't go get a guy that just dribbles, the issue with like a Zach LaVine, if you bring a Zach LaVine in, is that you may lose something on the defensive side because Zach LaVine is known as a defensive liability. That's just what he's always been. So you may lose something on that. And do you really want to lose that if you don't have guys that are true lockdown guys? So we call them that. But the question is, do we really have a true lockdown guy? So with that being said, it's I
think we do. It's just that he's getting asked to do so much.
That's fine. So, but you can't have, the thing is, you can't have both of them if you want to have what you want, if that makes sense. You can't have Reggie and Dodo on the floor at the same time if you want the guy that you want. Because
the thing is with that, I don't know if I agree with that because that's how Golden State runs. Jordan Poole's not a defender. Steph Curry's not a defender, but yet they got guys who defend around them. You know what I'm saying? They're not a liability.
you got a center, and you have what you're saying though is what I'm saying. I don't think you can get everything you want because you're saying you want a center too. So if you
Yeah.
want to get a center behind, they have Kevon Looney playing out there. That is we can't score on a pick and roll at all on them in this playoff series. So you saying we gotta get a center like that and get a guy that can score and do that on the same side? Like, so the only way with you saying that, like I was saying, the only way this was the showcase for JB to get traded. As sad as that is, and JB showed up, man. Like JB, you
Bro,
look at
all I'm
the
saying is I
numbers.
don't want to keep flip flopping, bro.
I know,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
it is gonna be what it is to get if this is the team to get out the hole or get that piece or those pieces. Nobody's taking Maxi Kleber by himself. Come
No.
on, man. Like you're watching it. Nobody's gonna take Tim Hardaway just by himself. That's the piece that you have to decide that we had to decide on after this playoff that if we're going to keep him or if he was going to be a big contract we can get something else for was Jalen Brunson. So it's not that we don't want Jalen Brunson. I want Jalen Brunson. He's that piece. He's the only key we have to get something else. He's it. He has to be included with something. You're not getting. I mean, if we try to get Zach LaVine, right, we got to free up contracts and they got to do a sign and trade. They just gonna sign the trade for Tim Hardaway? Like, all right, maybe you could get. So I think Zach LaVine one will be actually easier if that makes sense. The big man one, if you want to get like a DeAndre Ayton, I think that's the one where you may have to give up Jalen Brunson.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Miles Turner, Jalen Brunson going to be asked for.
Oh yeah, you already know that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's who Indiana won't.
Jalen Brunson, man. It's going to be Jalen Brunson for the big guy. Because they obviously going to be giving up a big guy because they already have a big guy. So they're going to want probably a guard or something like that.
You want to do that, or are you saying that if they did it, you cool with it?
I'm saying I don't want to do it because I love JB, but I don't see any other way for us to do it. That's what I'm saying. Like so we're at the cap right now, and we're saying how do you get to DeAndre Ayton? How do you do it? There's no way. There's no way you can't just sign him on. There's no way. So you have to give up somebody. I think they'll sign like DeAndre Ayton. His stock is going down. So
because I was watching. I don't know if I sent it to y'all. Eddie just like he's Suns player, and he does he's like an analyst for the Suns, and I think he kind of said too. He was like, "Yeah, I think that his stock kind of fell a little bit after this series, and because of what him getting into it with Monty Williams and all that stuff."
You gotta hope they just let him go.
I still feel like somebody's gonna overpay for him though.
They are.
I really feel like a desperate team. Like you can't tell me like a Sacramento or somebody won't overpay for him. You know. So
bro, how do we get the perfect lineup? I feel like the perfect. I saw somebody posted before is somehow to get DeAndre Ayton and get Zach LaVine. The big three of Zach LaVine, DeAndre Ayton, and Luka Doncic, and possibly Spencer Dinwiddie on the bench is probably a championship level team in the NBA. If you can get guys to play defense, DeAndre Ayton helping at the rim. Just somebody that can block a shot at the rim and stand there with a body and all, where guys can't just bully us in the inside like Kevon Looney will make a big step on his team. Like a major step. A guy that can just grab a rebound. Like Kevon Looney's not to disrespect Kevon Looney, but he's not that great of a he's not that great of a rebound until I guess game 6 of last series. He hasn't been that great of a rebounder, but until then. So it's never been a problem for like DeAndre Ayton to get rebounds on Kevon Looney. So you got a guy that can get a rebound. Guys like Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber, they putting one hand up and can't even get like it's awful, man. Like
there was so many balls like flying up like over them heads. They couldn't grab them to bring it in, tipping off their fingers and going out of bounds. I'm just like,
do you run it back with just a big man? Would you run it back with just a big man? Like if so, so no.
Like I said, this series shows you need is a few more pieces that you need, bro.
So how do you get both? That's my question to you.
And that's gonna be up to Nico to try to figure that out, man. What's I saying, King?
And Nico, we trust. Maybe they. I don't know. That's a lot, man. Do they trade? Can Spencer be traded too? After his playoff performances the past 2 times, after that, like since Game 6, you think he's worth something?
I I think he is, bro. I
I
think
think he is
he
too.
is. Because if you take game 6, 7, 1, he had a bad game in 2, but he did play good in 3. So he only had one bad game in this little stretch right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I ain't saying his stock is like super high or anything, but he got a nice little solid stock, bro. I think you can get something for him, which is
It's
why
hot.
Nico and them traded for him and Bertans.
It's higher than Tim Hardaway.
Not only to get rid of KP's contract, but these two pieces can be moved somehow, some way in a trade somehow. So
You saying Spencer's stock is higher than Tim Hardaway's, right?
I would think so, yes,
Okay.
because Spencer can facilitate and put the ball on the floor. Tim really can't. He's just a streaky jump shooter. So
Well,
and
I
plus
mean,
nobody's seen him since 1986. So
well, are you willing to get rid of both of your big guards or both of your guards other than Luca
say
for your pieces?
for who?
For anybody. I mean, you're probably going to add other people to it, obviously, to the trades, but
It's going to depend on what the trade is.
to get your guard, maybe your other guy that can put the ball on the floor and actually score at the all-star level and a center.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yeah, too. I mean, hey, this was their audition to get them money. Luca, I mean, they're gonna get money, they're gonna get paid. It's gonna suck. But these are the same hard decisions we said for years that we've been talking about. Like it's like you got to make those hard decisions, and we have stock right now. It's in our hand. Like you want to hold it again and say run it back. You think that's going to make the change, or do you think no? We need another piece. Then we got to go get the other piece.
Another thing too. Mark Cuban is going to have to just take his hands off the wheel and give Nico full autonomy on these trades, bro. Let him do it. Let him work his magic on this team, man.
I think he will.
All that. Oh, I love Powell. He's the best community service guy in the history of mankind, and I love Maxi because him and Dirk from the same town in Germany. All that. Nah, bro. Like, if a team is offering something and they want Maxi, and whoever we getting back is better. You gotta take it, bro. You gotta take it. I understand people fall in love with these players. They've been here for the last like 5 years or whatever. Listen, Luka's window. Well, now it's over now because now he's gonna have that super max contract that's gonna kick in next year. Yeah. So, listen, you know what you got with Luka. You see where we at right now. That shows you. Let's add some more pieces around him, bro. Let's make that next step. You know what I mean? Because these guys, I think, have gotten as far as they can, bro. We've gotten as far as we can with this squad, the way it's constructed, bro. So you see, you got the coach, you got the coaching staff, you got the front office, you got the superstar. You got the foundation right now. Let's just build on that.
Yeah, these guys are overachieving, as we always see, bro. Let's get guys that don't have to overachieve. Let's get guys that are expected to do what we're doing right now.
Exactly. Got any more negatives, bro?
No, I mean everything. That was like too many negatives.
Oh, let me ask you a question before we go on. What do you think about how Jason Kidd's coach? Because that's a lot of conversation right now, bro, going on around Jason Kidd.
Bro, we've been behind Jason Kidd all year. I have no problem with Jason Kidd doing. It's not Jason Kidd. This is going. Everything that they talked about all year is coming back in this series. Remember, Jason Kidd said at the beginning of the year we don't have the team for defense and all that stuff. It's a gimmick. It was a defense, and that's why I asked you before: was it a gimmicky defense? It was a defense that was set up with switching and all. It was too much, like to ask for people to continue doing against a team that actually has too many scores. When guys can't just defend a guy one-on-one. That's why we were getting mad. What was it in the Utah series and all? Where guys were just going by. We're like, why can't guys just play one-on-one against a guy? Like, stop playing switching and doubling defense. Just play a guy one-on-one. And everything is coming back to bite us right now. Nope, I don't think. Come on, man. Jason Kidd got us to the Western Conference Finals. Right now, he's doing the same things he was doing all year, as far as holding his breath with the whistles and only doing the timeouts at certain times. Playing the team.
That's the part. I gotta say,
he's playing.
I get the deal, but it's the timeouts, bro. You're killing me with the timeouts.
Sure.
Especially the last thing, he didn't call a timeout from the midway in the second quarter to almost midway in the third quarter. You didn't call that one timeout. It's like you see the team is on a run and you don't call a timeout to try to stop the bleeding.
I'm telling you, if you call a timeout today, I
understand you want your team to play through it, but certain times you have to have a certain balance to it. You have to kind of know, like, you got to have a feeling of, like, you know what? it's not. This ain't the night. Let me call this timeout and reel my team back in. Don't go damn near a whole quarter without not calling the timeout.
If
now, like I said, with the schemes and all that, his adjustments, that's cool. That's the one issue that I'm having with him, man, is with the timeouts. He should not have went that long without a timeout.
Y'all going after one game, last game, and destroying for a timeout.
No. It's not just one game, King. It's not just one game. The only reason why it hasn't been an issue because we're winning. But it's still an issue. It's just like with Dallas, like you were just saying with the defense. We've been winning all year.
That's
right?
personnel.
That defense that we've been playing.
That's personnel.
But right now, it's showing that that defense is not going to work.
So
it's like with Jason Kidd, we've been winning with the way you not calling timeouts, but it's showing right now that you should have called a timeout in the King a whole quarter.
When Phil Jackson was doing it, when Phil Jackson was doing it, it was bad too. Then.
But you're not Phil Jackson, King.
I got you.
And Phil Jackson built up a trust because he's winning championships.
He was doing the same thing with this team. We just ain't there yet. If it don't matter, it doesn't matter when.
In that case, then our defense is good. Then.
No, what I'm telling you is that it don't matter when JK would have called a timeout. Maxi Kleber would have still missed every 3 shot.
No, but the thing is, if you are going on a run, King. Let me ask you a question. You think Phil Jackson or Greg Popovich would not have called a timeout at all for a whole entire quarter?
Yeah, I've seen both of them do it. Let teams come back.
Whole quarter?
I've seen both of them do it. Yes, I have.
Oh my God.
Yes, I've seen both of them do it.
King, I understand you love Jason Kidd. Like
that's fine. I'm saying it could be.
No, hold on. Like I love Luka, but Luka didn't play defense
today.
That's fine. I my eyes like, nope, Luka's the king.
But that's not Jason Kidd. That's not Jason Kidd's problem, though.
If Kidd not called a timeout, that's on you.
It doesn't matter if
you not called a timeout for a whole entire quarter.
If he would have called the timeout, what would have happened, bro? I mean, that's what I'm asking you. What would have happened?
We don't know if he didn't call a timeout.
Exactly. So it don't matter either way. The times
why does it not matter? So
the times he came out of hold on, bro. Let me. Hold on. The times he came out of.
Then why was Steve Kerr? Why was Steve Kerr call a timeout during the little small runs that Dallas was going?
How come every time?
It does not matter.
How come every time?
Obviously, it did because he ended up winning the game after he called a timeout.
God, bro. Jason Kidd called timeouts. Did he save all his timeouts?
Hold on.
Did he say? Hold on. Let me go. Let me have my question. Oh my God! Every time I go, bro, you keep going. Just answer my question. Did he call a timeout in this game at all?
You said what now?
Did he call a timeout in this game at all?
Yes, he did.
He did. What happened after timeouts? Was it like a great play, successful, anything that you saw?
Probably not.
That's all I'm saying to you. It doesn't matter if you call a timeout. This team isn't built for what it is, man.
Timeout thing because it don't matter.
It did. Today, not on this one. Not on this one. Not on this one. It don't matter. Not in series. Not in this series. If he calls a timeout and Luka Doncic can't play defense right now, so it don't matter.
So
it don't matter. It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter because they'll just.
Question now.
Okay, go ahead.
If a team goes on a run, just don't call a timeout at all.
No, that's not what I'm saying to you. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying to you is every time they put Luka Doncic in the pick and roll, they score. So it don't matter. So it don't matter if you call a timeout.
Hold on, you were up by 20 points in the last game,
and they started running the pick and roll on Luka Doncic.
I'm gonna ask you a question. So if you were up by 20 points in the last game, you telling me that if that team was going on a run, the timeout would not have helped when you already have the lead up?
Bruh, if you'd have called the timeout, it wouldn't have mattered. They kept doing what they were doing. The Golden State Warriors were going to the free throw line.
Why do you call timeouts, King?
I'm not saying you could say about calling. It don't matter about this point. They will beat us either way. They better than us. It don't matter if you call a timeout. That's what I'm saying to you right now. You saying the timeout going to stop you up? You up 19 and lost.
No sense. You gonna go
not today?
You know what?
Then we should have called it all year. So hold on.
Don't ever call timeout the whole
time. Some teams, though, some teams run without calling timeouts. You know, right? Some coaches say go through it. Some coaches, even Rick Carlisle used to do that at a point. He started calling the back even more. Back when Dirk, back when Dirk and Jason Kidd were playing, Rick Carlisle did swallow his timeout thing sometimes and told him to keep playing and flow.
He did do that. Carlisle did that is when he used up too many timeouts at the beginning, and he needed that at the end of the game. Now you know Rick Carlisle did not hold on. I'm
telling you, that's what the whole flow was going as far as Jason Kidd controlling the ball when you didn't call timeouts and plays.
But the thing
when he said I don't do anything,
we were seeing Jason Kidd. He's never went almost a whole quarter, King, without calling a timeout.
All right, that's fine. You calling one quarter? I got you. You just said it's a problem with him all the time because of one quarter. That's what I said. It don't matter about that last game. That don't mean Jason Kidd had a bad performance. Is what I'm saying. That last game.
I never said he had.
You said one game. Just call okay. Calling the quarter one game.
Luka scored 40 points tonight.
But I'm saying today.
Hold on.
Was today the issue with timeouts? Yes.
Did he play bad defense?
Did
Okay,
Jason
then
Kidd,
that does not
was
say
the
that's not saying he
problem
was a bad
was the
player
problem with timeouts tonight, bro? Was the problem with timeouts tonight? That's my question.
He's not a
All right,
bad coach.
we're past
He
game 2.
adjusts. He calls good
Today in
plays.
game
He
3,
just the
was
one
the
thing I'm
problem with
complaining
timeout?
about is the timeouts. That's it.
Listen to me again. I just asked you the question. Game 2, you said that. In game 3 today, do you feel like it was a problem with timeouts that we would have won the game?
He actually was calling timeouts today.
And you feel like that's what I just asked you. So we're talking about game 2. You said one game in the series. It's 4 games you have to win. Another team has to win. Hold up. The other team has to win 4 games. Today, do you feel like if he'd have called timeouts in a different place that we'd have won this game? I just asked you that one. So you can give him one game and say, oh my God, he lost one game. And okay, there's one game that somebody else lost, Luka. There's some game this and this. What I'm saying is that doesn't mean it's a problem, though. I asked you today, do you feel like the timeouts were an issue today, or he used them and we just couldn't do anything?
No, they weren't the issue today, King.
Okay, all right.
So
it ain't a problem.
So I'm trying to make sure I'm getting this right. Because this team is better than us, just do not ever call another timeout again.
No, you keep going to game 2, Roger. Actually,
no. That's what I'm talking about.
No.
It's not just game 2.
Just you today.
Just like you just said. Just like you just said,
no, it wasn't a problem.
Defense and his gimmicks, right?
You said it wasn't a problem today, bro.
I'm trying to give you an example of what I'm talking about.
But
just said with this team and his defense and his gimmicks, you just pointed out in this one game that now all of a sudden their defense is a gimmick. That's the same thing I'm doing with Jason Kidd. I'm saying to you, one game as an issue that he's been having all year, King. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, that's why. Then why haven't we talked about it all year? Then real, why haven't you discussed it all year? You're attacking it like Maverick fans. We never talked. We've never talked about that one time. Bro, we've never talked about that on this show one time.
One thing.
We've never talked about that on this show once. Not one time. You now are jumping on the same thing Maverick fans are doing, as you said earlier. After one game, we've never, not one time, bro, not once. No, listen to me. Answer the question. Have we once talked about that on this show? Have you once said it was an issue?
No, I have not said it was an issue.
You have not. So why, after one game, last game, now it's an issue? Why wasn't it an issue before we had the last game?
Hold on. So you're saying the timeouts are not an issue?
No. I didn't say that. I'm asking you a question. You're switching it on me.
If I didn't mention it, that means it's not an issue?
If you talk about everything else, it's not an issue?
No, but
everything else you talk about is an issue you talk about? I would think so. If you don't talk about it, I would think it's not an issue. You talk about everything else as an issue on the team?
Okay. Like I said,
we don't talk about everything else as an issue on the team.
If the team is better than them.
Hold on, bro. On this show, we don't talk about everything else as an issue on the team?
So,
hold on, we don't do that?
Now?
You brought up an issue for a game. So now you're saying that one game is the whole year.
I just said
you said listen.
Hold an example, King.
I know, bro. I got you. Now listen. I got you. Now listen to what I'm saying. No, I didn't.
Talking about this one game saying,
I didn't.
It's a gimmick.
Gimmick, bro. This is my first. Bro, this is my.
I'm saying the same thing with Jason Kidd.
This is my first time talking about a gimmick defense. This is my first time.
King, you've been bragging about the defense all year.
This is my first time saying it might be a gimmick, though. What do y'all think? This is my first time, bro.
And right after that,
bro. Is this my first time? I'm asking you
that. We have it on wax. Right after that, you just said that
I was. Oh my goodness, man!
That is not a gimmick defense.
But I didn't ask you if it was possibly a gimmick. I didn't ask you that.
Possibly and is a gimmick. It's two different things.
Okay, that's fine. Which means I had an idea in my head that it possibly could be a gimmick, right?
So I can't say that.
But you never listen, bro. I hear you, but listen what I'm saying. You've never said that before today. Okay, what I'm saying to me, listen to what I'm saying. Okay, I got you. But you're saying it now in the whole 03. What I'm saying is that I said a gimmick. I asked you.
Issue with Jason Kidd now.
I asked you.
Now you sound like one of those Rick Carlisle apologists. That I can't say anything negative about this coach because you were championship.
Bro, you're not hearing my statement, bro.
I can't have an issue with how
all these we had a pre-post game show and all that. We talked about all the stuff that can go on, and that's when I brought up the point about with you, and I think was it slightly on there, somebody else was on the show, and I said, "Hey, is this a gimmicky defense and all? What do y'all think about it and all that stuff?" And you were like,
"As a matter of fact, King, in the last video I talked about his timeouts."
That was the show, but that was the one that happened. That's what I'm saying. Hold on, listen to my point first, bro, before you go on to yours.
Go
Before the postseason started, I asked you that question, which means that it was a question in my head of, hey, you guys, could this be a gimmick or because we might not have the personnel for it and all that. So that mean I brought attention to it. What I'm saying to you is that All year we've been on Jason Kidd praise when people have been saying all kind of stuff about Jason Kidd, and you've never once jumped on it and said, well, his timeouts are a problem, or they may bite us in the butt or whatever. And I'm saying that after the one game it bit us in the butt, now it's Jason Kidd can't control his timeouts and all, and he's not a genius at doing his timeouts and all. What I'm saying is, yes, he had a game last one, but why wasn't it an issue beforehand that he would let the guys play through and they would come back from down 12 when they would play it before, and he would do the kind of stuff he did before and put encouragement in the team? How come it wasn't a problem back then, but now because it bit us in the butt against the experienced Golden State Warriors who played the hell out of us, now it's, oh my goodness, Jason Kidd, you destroyed us with that one. That's all I'm saying to you. Before this series and before I've never heard you say that before. I've never heard nobody else in the comments. I've never heard none of y'all say anything about Jason Kidd and his timeouts until last game when it was the one game when it affected us. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is, when you see you had a lead, and you see that the team's going on a run, any other coach would have called a timeout.
Got you. So no other coach, no other coach has ever made a mistake before to cost the team the game. That's what I'm saying to you. So you saying, okay, what I'm saying to you is Jason Kidd messed up that game. Okay, have part of that. I think it's more than Jason Kidd.
But you said I'm still with Jason Kidd. That's all I'm saying. I said that. But
you said it today, Ro, as if it's an issue going on. You brought it up like, oh, Jason Kidd and his timeouts. How do you feel about that? And I'm like, I didn't see anything with the timeouts today. This is a team we just got destroyed today. It don't matter what we called out of timeouts. We couldn't defend anybody. The only game, how about this one? In the playoffs, the only game I felt like was affected by that Jason Kidd thing you just talked about was last game. Did you feel like any other game was like, oh, Jason Kidd held his timeouts too long, there was a problem?
There was complaints of him doing that in the Phoenix series too.
Did you feel like it? I don't worry about complaints. I'm asking you.
Yes.
Well, how come you never spoke on it when we had positives and negatives?
The same thing with the defense.
But we had negatives.
Now we're losing. Now suddenly the defense is an issue.
Bro, we had positives and negatives in every show. So I got you. And you the one that always talk on all the negatives you talked about. You the one always, I got to talk. You never talk about Jason Kidd having problems with timeouts. But all right, let's just keep it going. You've never said anything about that, Rel, and any of the negatives.
So, and all I'm saying is now I'm saying something about it, and you know what I'm saying, as a fan, just because I love Jason Kidd, just because I love Nico, just because I love Dirk, just because I love Luka, I can criticize them on whatever I'm seeing.
Yes,
that's not saying I don't like Jason Kidd. I'm not saying he's a good coach. Like people are saying he's not a good coach because I'm not saying.
I got you. I'm just saying you can criticize it on the one day, but it's like, how can you criticize it the other times or for all the whole season if you never spoke on it before?
But the thing I was saying too, you were just saying that you was having issue with timeouts, but you didn't say nothing about it either, right?
I said he had issues with timeouts the last game, like everybody was talking about.
No. I'm saying when I asked you a minute ago, I said, so you're saying that he doesn't have any issue with timeouts?
I don't think he has issues. No,
you never mentioned it before, but you said he had issues.
No, I didn't. No, I did not. I said I don't think he has issues with timeouts. That's what the whole argument. I don't think he has issues with timeouts.
He never had issues.
Nope, I don't think he is because we won him in the Western Conference Finals in one game behind the Golden State Warriors. Nope, I don't think he did. I think with this underachieving team, he got the team right here.
I'm not questioning it.
Let's bring Rick Carlisle back with his timeouts then, because he was just calling a bunch of timeouts and it was an issue then. Like, no, I don't. I think the philosophy worked. The team worked on his philosophy. The team was coming back from a bunch of double-digit deficits because he wasn't calling timeouts. So they were flowing with that. That's the whole year. This team was known for that. The whole coming back from double-digit deficits because they were going on runs and he was letting them go out there and play. They were known for that all year. How long have we talked about, the Mavericks have this many double-digit victories. They came back from it in the season and all that. Number one in the league. Like, that was all Jason Kidd doing that, letting them play. Now, because they're folding under that pressure, it's like, well, and that's fine. He could do a different approach in that game is what I'm saying. He went with his approach in that game and it failed him in that game. That's fine with me. I'm not going to go, but I'm not going to say all around it's been his problem.
There are certain times that you can do that, but sometimes you got to kind of have that feeling as a coach. You see it with your eyes. You have that feeling. You know your team.
Ain't no perfect coaches.
You know your team is like, what? This might not be it. Let me call this timeout.
Bro,
or like, what? I see some things out there where it's like, oh, you know what? I think they can handle it. They got it. They got it. But if you kind of see, it's like, well, no, I'm not feeling it. I don't think they're there yet.
Bro, you're right.
You as a coach, you should have that feeling. You know your team.
You're right, but there's no perfect. What I'm saying is you can't destroy him because, man, there's no perfect coach. I'm not saying you. I'm talking about people in general. There's no perfect coach. Like, there are going to be games where a coach gets out coached.
We had Rick Carlisle, so I'm definitely not destroying him.
Yeah, like Jason Kidd is getting out coached by Steve Kerr. That's fine. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's not he's not getting knocked for that. That's fine. You're supposed to learn from it. Steve Kerr has won how many championships? With 3 as a coach, 5 as a player. Like Steve Kerr, it's okay to lose to Steve Kerr, get out coached right now. Now it's to step in the lab and adjust from this. He's out coached Quinn Snyder. He's out coached Monty Williams. Now it's Steve Kerr, man. Like I wish it was better than this, but like I'm not gonna, bro. This series has shown me that Jason Kidd is overachieved with this team. Like we can't say that in the same breath to say that, well, his timeouts and all were a reason they lost and all. Like, okay, it was a reason we could say for game 2. I'll give you that one. Okay, let's say that was the reason. Like his timeout calling and all year was not a reason. So what, this team would have won 60 games if he called more timeouts? That's how I feel. Like, no.
I was gonna say something.
It must be an important point because you try to get it back.
Oh, so what are they gonna do next game? What other adjustments are there to do?
Right, that's the point I'm trying to make in the end. I don't know if there's another adjustment, bro, for them to make right now because
the only thing I can think of, I'm gonna ask you this: do you not start Powell at all, or do you not have a choice?
You don't play Powell. I wouldn't play Powell at all.
So then, what do you do?
Man, is this gonna be crazy? I'm about to say this. I think somebody else said. I think your boy Johnny B said it.
Chris.
Nope. It might be Chris, but if you don't want to go with Chris, you gotta play Boban. You gotta play Boban. I know. You have no choice. If you want to play Boban, Kevon Looney can't shoot threes, man. You need somebody out there that can snatch a board. Like the issue right now is that they're embarrassing us on the boards. Kevon Looney can't shoot threes. Like, so that's the pick and roll gonna be nasty, but they're gonna have to drop off, and the other guys gonna trust the other guys to go around the pick or whatever, go under it. But you have to. It's the rebounding, man. It's inside. It's them getting too many second chance shots. You can't get Golden State a bunch of these shots over and over again. We need size. It's the center. Kevon Looney is embarrassing us. And if you think Chris can change anything,
that's probably the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, like I mean, give him a try.
Do you trust Chris though?
I don't trust. As I'm saying, I don't trust Chris or Boban. I don't know what to do. I'm lost at a point now because I don't know what to do. And Maxi Kleber, you can't even go with him really no more. His confidence is gone. He's gone. Both of our big guys are gone.
Powell's not effective.
Yep, it's over, man.
And Bertans is Bertans.
Bertans is either going to make shots, but he's going to give up buckets either way. He may make shots some games, he may not, but he's going to give up buckets either way. They're going right at him. He can't. He can't play defense at all. Like, I mean, he can't play a lick of defense. So, I mean, you bring Tim Hardaway Jr. back for game 4. That's what you do.
I mean, what do you have to lose?
That's what you do, man. You bring Tim Hardaway Jr. back for game 4. But no, man, I have no clue. Maybe Chris. Dwight Powell cannot play in this series. He can't play at all. Like, he needs to be on the bench wearing clothes. Like, he should be cheering the guys now. Why won't Jason Kidd make that adjustment? I know he keeps lowering his minutes. He shouldn't play at all. He cannot play. He can't do anything else.
This long, you don't have a jump shot, man.
He can't do anything else, and Maxi Kleber can't make jumpers.
Bro, that's the part.
Bro, Maxi has the advantage of making threes. So if he can't shoot, if he's not shooting threes right now, then he doesn't have his advantage either. So our big guys let us down. It came down to the big guys again, man. And Luka's defense, man. Like Luka, I can't. He gets his 40 points. He's averaging 30-something a game and all that stuff. But like these guys are going at him. Andrew Wiggins, part of the reasons Andrew Wiggins is looking like a better player is because he's playing against Luka Doncic.
In fact, what did he finish with? Oh, he had 27. Jesus,
yep.
Man.
So I'm saying, so like, you know what? This game looks better for Andrew Wiggins than it does for Luka. Like his 27 is more like, wow, okay. He got 27. Luka just got he got 40. Okay, we knew he was gonna get that. It's man. As I said, if this summer, if I'm gonna lose, man. I'm telling you the truth. If Luka doesn't come back in some different type of shape next year, I'm gonna start losing confidence that he ever is going to.
Man, he got to, bro. I
That's
feel
what I'm
like
saying.
this year, if this year didn't show him anything, bro, then I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
what.
what I don't know if it's ever going to happen if he doesn't come back this year. Afterwards, he has to.
All right, we give him the game ball too.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Let's make sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Good. I didn't even know Jalen Brunson scored 20 points.
he got 20.
All right, y'all. I got the question and comments section here. That thing blew crap. Hold on. I'll try to beat you to it.
I'm already. I was there. I was there when we went out heated discussion.
Dang it. Let me see. Yeah. So yeah, we got the question and comment section, guys. Of course, you guys know if you have any questions or any comments addressing us, please hit us with the @WTM so that way we can kind of cipher through all these. I know we got a lot of questions and comments in here right now. Let's see. Yeah. So you going first or me?
I got it. I can go. What up, Euro? He says Cleveland Bullock are those two for real. Well, great run, guys. Time to make some moves in the offseason. Yeah, Euro. I mean, we're not gone yet, though, Euro. I mean, I know everybody defeated and all, but until we say 4-0, we're not gone yet.
Now, I did see some people say we were down 1-0 first series, down 2-0 in the second series. Now we're down 3-0. So can we come back?
I don't even know if I want to make the finals, man, after seeing this series. Like I told you before, I don't want to make the finals and lose.
Man. Now, all the thing is, if Boston make it to the finals and win it, bro, you know they're going to be some Tatum better than Luka discussions.
That's fine. That's fine, man. You already know what's up.
That's the only negative.
Jason Tatum got a Jaylen Brown beside him.
Yeah, and I know. Yeah, we know.
And Marcus
you know
Smart.
how people are. They don't look at it like that, bro. He's like, hold on, he won, he lost. Oh, he better. It's like not looking at the circumstances, but yeah, it's all good. Ben says, Luka, Dinwiddie, and Brunson all showed up, and none of our shooters can score. If Maxey and Reggie hit those 15 missed at an average rate, we win the game. Also, 4 rebounds from Maxey, not good enough. Yeah.
Who you telling, Ben?
And I remember saying Maxey don't like banging, man.
Nah, I told you.
Him on Ron Looney, where like you said, he not no 3-point shooter or nothing. He gonna do all his work in the paint.
Right. It was so many times I felt like Maxey had a guy boxed out, but they still got it.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, they doubled us on offensive rebounds.
Ben says this series could be 2-1 us if we closed out and our shooters hit when we need them to. It's looking bleak right now, but I didn't hear no bell. We fight it in. Yes, sir, Ben. Yes, sir. He also says the next one.
Oh, yeah.
They expect Luka to score, rebound, playmaking, and then also play lockdown defense on Kyrie Wiggins' pool. Too much. He needs to get his cardio this offseason, but we also need to improve the team. Yep, that's exactly right, Ben.
Summed it up right there.
Basically, what we need Luka to do is we need his numbers to come down. All right, we need his numbers to come down, his condition to get right. You need somebody else to come and ease that pain. Like you need somebody to do that. We need another guy that can come out here and Luka can actually say, go ahead and take the reins for a minute. And I can just chill back. We can speed it up maybe when he's not having the ball in his hand and all type of situations. Like he got to get his body together and we got to get somebody else to help him.
So you saying have 2 different offensive sets when he's in and when he's out?
Not really. I want him to be involved in it. So I want offensive sets that involve the other guy with Luka moving as well. I don't want this just your turn, my turn, ISO ball. Like we got to get Luka moving without the ball as well. So we need plays that aren't designed for Luka Doncic where he can still score off of an assist.
Yeah. Lai says, what up, brothers? I have nothing more to add. Oh, maybe just one thing. Our crowd was straight booty cheeks out here tonight. Yeah, welcome to Dallas. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. If you're from Dallas, you know.
Y'all been good the other games, so
yeah.
It's deflating. I know it's
But the
deflating.
thing too, like when Golden State was down by 20, you saw how their crowd was though.
Yeah.
Like they were down by 20, they hit a three. Oh my god! Us, we down by 7. Everybody just, it's like, bro, I gotta get the team some energy, man.
Bro, the crowd probably wanted to boo him at a point though.
I
The
felt that.
way, man, the way Reggie and them was shooting, like
Yeah.
I would have booed them.
Especially that little stretch where they all were missing them threes or
Yep,
whatever.
just wide open threes and they were getting offensive rebounds and just shooting it right back. And it was like, nope.
To be honest with you, I was sitting there like they gonna boo. I was thinking that too. I was like, I was listening. Like, yeah, they better start booing.
I was surprised they didn't start booing. Euro says Kid and Cuban definitely need to have a word with Luka about his conditioning and playing shape. They have him listed at 230. I think he needs to get at 210, 215 max.
I don't know if he can get down to 10.
No, I think he needs to be at 230. I don't think he's 230. That's the point.
If you're gonna drop some, maybe like 225, 220.
I think he needs to get to 230. I don't think he's 230.
No, I don't think he's 230.
I weigh 260 right now, and I'm 6'4". I'm a big dude, but Luka's way bigger than me. 245 is what I'm thinking. He's about 245, and I say he needs to drop down to like 230.
Remember, I tell you. I said Michael Finney was 6'7", 235.
Yep.
And you see how he was kind of.
Luka's bigger than the Michael Finley as far as girth and all that. That's why I'm saying I think he's big. He's about 245. I think 230 is probably where he needs to be.
Yeah.
That's you, I think.
We lost because our roster just ain't good enough in the areas we lack. We made up an effort in high energy D, but now we deep into the playoffs. Everyone dead tired against the number one perimeter team. Yeah. Like I said, your two best defenders, they've been playing them 155 minutes a game, man.
Yeah.
Putting a lot of wear and tear. And you chasing Clay, you're chasing Steph, you're chasing Jordan Poole, you're chasing Wiggins and all these guys, man. That's gonna put a lot of wear and tear on you. Take your legs away to where you're missing your shots.
They're chasing everybody, man. They're chasing Draymond. There's Draymond and them. No, they keep playing. It's so bothersome. We don't have a rim protector, man. Because if they double anybody, Draymond Green they're like doing the fake handoff.
Yeah,
and then right around you because there's nobody at the rim. Like, just keep doing it, and it's nothing you can do but just watch.
He did it like 3 times tonight, bro. I was like,
just watch him go by. And if you slide over, like I said, he's gonna pass it to the other guy, Kevon Looney, or vice versa. That's me, Johnny B. What up? He says this series is over. All we can do is try to win one game and make it somewhat respectable. I'm not gonna say it's over yet, Johnny. We can't do that as Mavs fans, but we do got to take it one game at a time and make it somewhat respectable. I agree with that.
Man, I gotta hear from this dude this week, man.
Man, it's all good. It's man, we made it to the Western Conference Finals, and we still not done yet. It's all good.
Big Pack, what's good? He said, "What's up, Glow Gang? Very hard loss. I hope Kid will be held accountable for game 2."
Game 2. That's all I'm saying. Game 3, what did y'all think about his timeouts? Ain't nobody said nothing yet.
Oh, give it time, because they were getting on me last video. JB was trash today. Dang. I know he had got 20 points, but this game was, he said he fell down 3 times when he was dribbling the ball, was liability on defense, don't even know who he was defending. Yeah. He defended Draymond most of the series. Then he says his stock fell down to 4 years, 18 a year. Jesus.
I mean, he's getting traded. He's getting traded then. He's getting traded then. If we only gonna give him 18, he gonna get more than that. So
yeah.
We gotta trade him.
Overreacted right here.
Get Reggie off this team. Hell no. Nah, you wildin', man. No way. Like Reggie, no way. 40 minutes almost every game, lockdown defense, getting beat up. No, as I said, he probably beat up and tired. Like, for so much he had to do. Hell no.
Matter of fact, I think I watched some podcast and they were saying that Reggie and Dodo at one point were number 1 and number 2 in minutes in the playoffs.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So, I can see it. I can definitely see it.
Now,
like I said, not an excuse for them going 0 for 10, but I mean, he has a little bit of it, man. He's playing the most minutes.
I mean, he was one of the main reasons we beat Phoenix.
Yeah, he really was.
Same thing. Oh, actually, one of the main reasons we beat Utah as well. So, nah.
Yeah, because wasn't he guarding what's the boy name? Conley took the hit and snake out.
Mike Conley was done. Didn't do anything at all.
Baypack said, I hope he bring Boban and Ntilikina on for game 4. Nothing to lose anyway. Let the team pack to Cancun.
1, 2,
Yes,
3.
man.
Not yet.
Yes. Let's see. Trying to find out. I mean, our job easy tonight. Baypack also says Kid has to take blame for the series. His decision in the third quarter and game 2 cost us the series.
One game cost y'all this. That's what I'm saying. Y'all keep going in that one game. You know what? I told you. I don't think it's that. I didn't think it was Jason Kidd. I'm telling you. I feel like the refs destroyed them. Because let me tell you. Let me explain why.
God.
Let me explain why I say the refs, bro. Because I know y'all talking about Jason Kidd in this time.
Go ahead. I might piggyback off of you. Go ahead.
We were up 19, and I know folks say you gotta keep your foot on the throttle and all, and you have to keep driving to the rim. Well, what can you do when you keep driving to the rim and you can't get a free throw? You can't get a foul called on you. Well,
every time Luka go to the hole, bro, and was like
all the time. But between him, JB, and everybody, the last game, it's like at one point in that third quarter run, they just swallowed their whistles for us on our side of the ball. But then every time Golden State went down the other side of the ball, they kept just getting free throws over and over again. So it's like they just kept the team couldn't do anything at all because it's like, what can I do? You guys say be aggressive. I'm being aggressive, and I won't get rewarded for it. So what do you want me to do? So I pass it off for threes, and they're just missing threes now because I can't go inside because I know I'm not gonna get a foul call. So it was ugly, man.
It was a huge momentum swing.
Yeah, that was huge, and that's why I felt I was down in that game.
Everything is. One thing I didn't ask you yet. What was your opinion on the commentating, bro?
I hate TNT. I hated every game we played on TNT this year. We lost a bunch on TNT.
Y'all all know I hate the national media with so much, bro. I swear to God, I hate the national media. Because when you asked me in the first series, like when they were saying certain things on TV, did you hear, whatever channel they were playing on? Like, did you hear what they said? I'm like, no. I thought you were watching the game. Like, yeah, I'm watching it on local. Like the first round, it's on Bally. I watch it every year on Bally, bro. I do not watch it on. I wish. Matter of fact, remember I hit up Mark Follower and him. I said, man, I miss y'all so much. I miss y'all, man. Like he was like, yeah, we appreciate it, whatever. But I was like, yeah, I hate the national media so much.
Because even I like game, chucking them.
It sounded like Reggie and them were openly going for Golden State in game 2. Even when we were up by 20. They can still come back and do this and do that and do this. I'm just like, what the hell's going on? Like, are y'all openly going for Golden State right now?
I like the halftime show.
San Francisco or is it national? What's going on?
I like Chuck, Shaq, Kenny, and Ernie. I like the halftime show. I like them, but I hate watching it when like Reggie Miller and them are calling the game. I like when Jimmy Jackson calling the game though. I think Jimmy's cool, but I dislike when Reggie Miller's calling the game though.
And why is he the one that get to do all of them? Why didn't he get nobody else?
I don't know. I'd have rather had Jimmy Jackson. They should have gave us Jimmy Jackson.
It's like, bro, am I watching a Golden State, like you know what I'm saying, the channel, or what is going on, bro?
Yeah.
Like I told them, I said, man, it was like Golden State, Dallas, Golden State. I was like, we up by 20. You talking about Golden State? Like, what is going on, bro? And it didn't sound like when Golden State was hitting those shots and got back in the game. It like they were, openly like rooting for them, like, oh, yo, he hits a 3 and blah blah. I'm like, you get a little too crunk to say that you just supposed to be a neutral commentator here, bro.
Yeah, and they kept like highlighting like our deficiencies, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that too.
Like they highlight like Luka Doncic. They make sure to squeak that in there that he got destroyed on defense and was playing all.
Standing up and
it was like
they thought he threw the ball at the band. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
It feels like that a little bit, but it might be because we're losing too. Keep it real.
Maybe you.
That might be me. Backpack says Luka scored 21 points in the fourth. Took a couple charges, but all he will be remembered for is Wiggins' dunk. Yeah.
I still think that was offensive foul, bro.
It did. It looked like so. It looked like
pushed off.
Luka flopped.
Arm. He crossed over and pushed off with that arm and then dunked it. But he got him.
It was an offensive foul technically, but they wouldn't have called it if it had been normal because it wouldn't have done enough for Luka to like be hurt or anything to him. But then with Luka flopping as well, with doing the extra, it made it like they went and looked at it and it was like I had to call it as nothing, like because Luka did too much.
Bro, now remember they called that on Richard Jefferson back.
Yeah, messed up one of Richard Jefferson's greatest dunks ever.
That's what I was thinking when I saw that. So that's that Richard Jefferson call. They're like, oh no, the call returned. I'm like, what? Like, oh, okay. So that's how we doing it now. Big Back says AAC was so quiet today. Yeah, they really didn't have too much to cheer about today, man.
I don't even know where we at. I'm lost. RC says, I believe the Mavs are gas playing this far in the season, especially Reggie playing the most minutes. Yeah, that's what we said.
Yeah, because and on top of that, you played the Phoenix Suns hard for 7 games,
Yeah.
so yeah. Beck says Wiggins had 6 offensive rebounds and Looney had 4. We got destroyed today. I'm just shutting down my Twitter till next season.
Why? Don't shut down your Twitter, y'all. So think about it. There are only 4 teams left. So no matter what, don't let Phoenix talk their trash to y'all.
Hold on, I'm about to say you thinking rationally right now. That's why. You know the other fans, bro. You know how they were doing us. I'm like, bro.
I got you. Golden State, just let them keep going. You just tell Golden State if they win, best of luck to you and all. But don't Phoenix can't talk no trash. No,
they still talk.
They can still talk, but then when you out, then don't shut down your Twitter. That's why he shouldn't shut down his Twitter. He need to talk trash back. You can't shut down your Twitter.
I saw today. I sent this to y'all. No, I don't think I sent this to y'all. Bro, there's a dude today that said, "Oh, Luka playing like trash. Booker wouldn't have done this in the West Conference Finals." I'm just like,
stop.
You are out the playoff. What are you talking about? You did this in the second round. Like, what are you saying right now?
I mean, Luka's not playing like trash. He's still playing better than Devin Booker ever played in the
yes, bro. Like, bro, you had like a 12, an 11, and an 18-point game in a 7-game series. Luka never had that.
Yeah,
it's like, oh my god.
Luka's worst.
Stop, man.
Luka's still averaging what, like 35?
Yeah,
with a 20-point game this series.
He had 42 last game,
and then 20 the first one.
20, yeah. I was like, bro, I don't know what's wrong with them Suns fans, bro. I've never seen that like that before in my life, King. It is crazy, man. Like, bro, you lost. Just get over it. Johnny B said, I think Bullock had a terrible game, but we can't blame him for the loss because he had 21 last game. We still took the L. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying, Johnny B. Like Reggie, hell no,
we can't blame legs, bro. I think those minutes are starting to kick in.
Yeah.
Like I said, this team has not been this far before, so a lot of people's legs out of there.
Yep. RC says Luka has to take his conditioning to the next level. That's when we'll start to see prime Luka. Yep. I've said
that. What y'all saying that means Luka don't need to go over to play basketball for Slovenia.
That's what I said to you before. I kept saying the shows like he should not go over. He needs to stay this summer, taking care of his body because that is everybody says he's peaked and there's nothing he can do better. There is. His body being better will make him like a machine on the court. Like if we already think this guy can do everything, and I think even Stan Van Gundy said he might already be the best offensive player in the basketball, but for the next step for him to take is his defense. He gets his body in the shape, man, in the condition.
Bro, you know what I hate though, bro? We get that, but like people are trying to like dog him as if like he's not 23, it's only his 4th year in the league. Yeah. Like he doesn't have more room to grow. Like you said, he's not even in his prime yet. And look what he's doing, which means that once he gets to 25, 26, 27, what's he going to look like? Yeah. He's getting better every year. What's not to say that what has he shown in his first 4 years that he's not going to get any better? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, get it. Bro. Like, okay, we made it to the West Conference Finals. Nobody picked us to get here. He took us to the Western Conference Finals in the harder conference. You know what I'm saying? He took the harder route. So, like I said, bro, like people out here killing him and stuff, bro. It's just like,
what was Mike?
I'm not gonna kill him because like he's still the dude 23 took us to the West Conference Final and still has room to grow. Hadn't even hit his peak yet, bro. That's the crazy thing about it.
Bro, what is didn't Mike that year that he took Detroit where he beat him, wasn't he 27?
That was his 8th year? Because that was the first year they went to the finals.
Yeah, wasn't he like 27? 20, what was he?
He played 3 years in college.
Yeah, so he was 21 when he started, and then 7, so he's 28.
Yeah, you're right. Remember, that's what they said. Jordan made his first year to championship. Remember LeBron too.
That's what I'm saying. He was
winning his first championship. He was
20. So you saying those guys made the decision to change at 28? We got a guy that's what I'm saying. That's why I hate when the local fans and media put that much pressure on Luka as well, because it's like, yo, I understand we have something glorious here, but you gotta let this guy develop into what he's going to be, and he still has time. Like we're rushing it, we're putting it on pressure on his shoulders to say get us a championship right now.
right
Like
now. Yeah.
nobody's done that. Like there's nobody, not even Magic. Magic, I know he wanted at 22 or whatever, and he wasn't the best guy on the team. Even
He
throughout
had
the
Kobe.
season, like even throughout the season, he wasn't even the number one assist guy on the team. He was going throughout positions and all. If you watch Winning Season or Winning Time, the show, it
Yeah,
talks
yeah,
about the
Richie
season and all of what he went through and all. Kareem was that dude. He won the Finals MVP, which took him over the top, which says, "Oh, this guy's special." But he didn't carry the whole team and wasn't that dude. We have a guy that's carrying our team to the Western Conference Finals by himself with a bunch of guys that you guys are calling overachievers. Like, let this guy develop. It's coming. We
God,
know
y'all want to trade?
he's a championship player. We come on. We all know this. It's just about them getting the pieces around him taking his body and taking it as serious as he needs to. It's all good.
I'm guaranteeing you, Luka's gonna be in the same position for a while.
Yeah, this is the Western Conference. He stamped himself this year.
Backpack says I would rather have a sweep than watch another game like this. More time prepared to next season. Yeah, yeah. Um, Either way, just it, I don't want people to feel like this was a disappointing season if they don't make it to the finals. Because like I just said, nobody picked us to make it this far. You know, we got picked to lose in every series in the playoffs. So that ought to tell you something too. I mean, I know I heard Jason Kidd say the same thing. Nobody picked us to get here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want people to just kind of have that type of mentality because hey, look, this team, like King just said, it shows that a couple pieces here, you know what I'm saying, or there, whatever, we're gonna be fine, y'all. We're gonna be fine. You definitely got the cornerstone. You got a top 5 player in the league, and so just put the right pieces around them, and we can take that next level, man.
I think we got a top 5 coach too. But y'all want to throw
Yeah,
him away.
he is showing what he can do. He definitely showed what he can do. Got a front office.
Yep.
I think this summer. I know we said this like 2 times already, but I think this summer is really gonna show if Mark Cuban is gonna let Nico do his thing.
I told you I think he will. The KP
I,
trade,
I hope
the
so.
KP trade is what told me. Yep,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Nico's going to be able to do what he wants to do. I think the KP trade did it, and I'm like, I think he is. So I'm very excited to see this offseason because I think Nico's going to make moves. He's been talking about it already. Like Donnie and him didn't even
Oh
talk about
yeah.
moving.
He was on the fan talking
Yeah,
about
like
it. So.
he talks about it. Donnie and then will be like, oh, whatever. We got to decide. We like our guys. And Nico already
Our
said we want
guys,
seats at the
Andy.
table.
Charlie says, "No, Maxey is a great player. The moment has just gotten to him. No one on our team has been in this position before."
Charlie
And
Maxey ain't scored double digits any game in the series so
nope.
far.
And his confidence is out of there.
You said Reggie Bullock had 21 last game, so we said don't worry about him. He had a bad game. Okay, give you 21 last game. So Maxi Kleber has done nothing for us. Like we expect, maybe Bertans to be here. He's a little extra or whatever. We wanted Maxi to be here, and Maxi started this little run before the end of the regular season. Like we may have had more wins at the end of the regular season if it wasn't for Maxi struggling. So he doesn't do enough. Like I like Maxi. I think he can play decent defense and all, but he's not a dribbler of the ball. He's streaky on his shot. Like it's you can get better. Like our minds keep getting stuck on these, I guess, mediocrity. Like we're stuck on like we've seen this, so it's like, oh, keep it. There are
Yeah.
much better players than these guys around the league. There are much better players at each position than these guys around the league that we can try to find to plug in these pieces. We don't have to stay with what we currently have. There are better options than Maxi Kleber. There are a bunch of better options than power forward and center position than Maxi Kleber. I'm sorry. It's just the truth.
And if y'all want to get better, you can't stay pat.
Yeah, you can't.
This series has showed you that.
RC says this is DP. As long as we've had him, he just cannot guard. Yeah, this is the white
That's the
power.
thing. You don't have an offensive set, and then you're struggling on defense too.
Yep.
What are you good for?
Get him out of there. He has to be out of there. He got to be gone.
Beanie was good, man. Said top 3 guys that got to go this offseason. Let's see. You just named off 2 of them. Powell and Maxey got to go. Maybe Berton. Probably all 3 of our bigs got to go.
I don't think Maxi is a has to go yet. I mean, if we got to get him and get somebody else, I'm getting rid of him. He can be a bench guy still. He's not a gots to go in my opinion. My gots to go. Dwight Powell has to go. Boban has to go. We don't need Boban anymore. He's a wasted space.
No, I mean, yeah, those like bench players, yeah, that's a.
Oh, you're just talking about the general as far as players.
Yeah, that's the core guys.
Core guys. Then not Maxi. Dwight Powell has to go. Tim Hardaway Jr. has to go.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Tim. Yeah.
If he's not playing in the playoffs, he's not better than Spencer.
I think he's gone.
Yeah, he's not better than Spencer or JB. At this point, he never got a chance to prove he may be, so he has to go.
Well, not even that. He had a chance with JB, and JB passed him up this year. Remember?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying even with Spencer coming back and all, like maybe he had a chance to say, I'll come back and give you valuable pieces or minutes and all that stuff. We can flow all together. He never got a chance to show anything. So with what he had last, what we saw him that little because he was struggling before he got injured.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so Tim Hardaway Jr.
I told this Warrior fan that I work with. I told him that. I was like, he said, "Oh, y'all had Tim Hardaway. You could have did this and that and this." I'm like, bro, but Tim struggled before he got hurt, so that wouldn't have helped.
Tim, Dwight, and hold
on, what'd you say? You said Dwight. Who else?
Tim.
And what other one?
I don't know. Maybe Bertans. Yeah, Bertans.
Yeah, probably Bertans.
It is Bertans. No, not probably. It's Bertans. He has to go. If we can get rid of him. I mean, it's going to be hard to get rid of all three of them.
They said you got to pick out of him and out of Bertans and Max. You say Bertans?
Hell yeah. Bertans. Bertans.
Surrounding says Mavs guards outscored Golden State guards by a large margin. That's a really good sign for the next game. Yeah, but everybody else didn't show up. Everybody else scored 14 points.
Yeah, son.
So, yeah.
They shutting down the rest of the team, man.
I wouldn't even say really shut down. They're just missing a ton of wide open shots.
Well, it's working. So, and it's make it harder to get in the paint because guys ain't making shots.
Yeah.
Pavel, what up? He says, my thoughts, it's an overreaction to game 2, completely changed effective offensive game plan. I understand not relying on threes and understanding situational defense was top Looney easy dunk.
These easy dunks.
Yeah. You saying my thoughts is an overreaction to game 2. I don't feel like they completely changed the game plan though today, Pavel.
I'm sticking with the fact they didn't hit their shots, man.
Yeah, they got a bunch of wide open shots again.
This same offensive scheme that they're playing, they did it in Phoenix. They were just hitting their shots.
Bro, they played aggressive today. Even the commentators were saying it. They were driving to the paint. They made sure they got a foot in the paint, everybody, and got a dish for a wide open shot usually, and it was just miss after miss after miss.
What did I say? 28%? Yeah, 20. They shot 28% on threes. If y'all think about it, man, we've been shooting. I think we haven't shot any more than 34% as a team in this series so far. Yeah. Now, how many times could we have say that in those first 2 series?
Yeah.
We were the number 1 3-point shooting team in the playoffs, the number 1 3-point corner three shooters in the playoffs, and we're struggling on both of them. They're getting a lot of open shots in the corners. They're not hitting them.
You know the Mavs going to be on fire in game 4, right?
I hope so.
I don't know why. I don't really want it to go no longer right now, but
yeah, you know, my thinking was, I'm like, we'll go ahead and end this, bro. That way I can go ahead and get these discounts on these. All right, thank you, bro. I always get my stuff at the end of the year, like 70% and all that. Coy says Turner and Levine.
Maybe, man. I'm told you I'm on the Ayton train.
Yeah, I mean, we would love to have Turner and Levine.
I told you I'm on the Ayton train. I think Ayton got a shot. Like that little mid-range jumper is smooth. I think he can move that back. He used to shoot threes in college a little bit. They thought he was going to shoot threes when he came to the NBA. Phoenix didn't have him.
Like what? You remember he was shooting that at the college.
Monty didn't have him doing it, and he's still young. Like he still can go and shoot the three. He still can learn how to do it. I think he can shoot threes. I think Ayton might work for us, and if we can get him for less than the max, I think we should go get him.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm still on the fence. I think somebody gonna overpay him.
RC says we have no inside presence. Dallas as a franchise has never had a success holding on to a dominant big man. Chandler as the last great big man Dallas has had. Chandler like the only great big man.
I was just about to say. I think it went James Donaldson and then
James Donaldson and
Tyson Chandler, bro.
Tyson Chandler. Yep.
Just for the old Mad fans, man. James Donaldson. That was our only center before he was in the 80s, y'all.
Yep.
James Donaldson was in the 80s. And think about that for a second. 80s, and then the next great center we had was in 2011. So
and he only played 2 years for us.
He only played 2 years on 2 different stints.
Yep.
Charlie says Zach LaVine made a tweet hyping up Wiggins dunk, and I don't see him wanting to play number 2 to Luka anyway, to be honest. That's fine. If you don't want to play number 2, you're not going to go nowhere.
Yeah, Zach LaVine ain't going. So, Charlie, where's Zach LaVine going to be number 1?
Exactly. He can go to Orlando.
I mean, unless he's not trying to win.
Yeah,
exactly. I don't think he's not trying to win anymore. So where is he going to go be a number 1? Now I think he'll come play. He was hyping up the dunk because it was a nice dunk. It was an amazing dunk. He caught him. So he's a dunker. So he has to. He doesn't play with Luka right now. They're all NBA brothers right now. Like you gotta. I don't think that changes anything as far as
I don't either. Like I said, if you think Zach LaVine finna, I'm gonna go over to be number 1. If that's the case, then you're not gonna win anything, Zach. I'm sorry. You're not number 1. Pablo says Luka can jump higher. He keeps wishing it, but he can with a personal trainer doing box jumps, meal plan, workout plan. Do not go to Europe and play this. That's what we said, pal. Please don't go to Europe. Man. Please. I hope Mark Cuban them sit him down and Jason Kidd them sit him down and just be like, yo,
bring your family to Dallas this year.
Like, that too.
Bring them here for the summer. Yep, let them come to Dallas. We need to keep you on this plan. I got this chef ready for you. We only gonna do this. You're gonna work out every day. Mark Cuban should be working out with him. Like for real. Every day. I'm dead serious. Like every day I would get up. If that's how serious I keep with my investment.
I'm seeing that picture of Mark Cuban on that little treadmill. He be
get up and then be in wherever Luka's doing work. I could be right on the treadmill watching him doing on his phone or whatever he's doing. Every day though, man. Every day he needs to be up working out with Luka Doncic. I'm dead serious. That's how serious and a piece this is to the investment. Like that's the last piece that he needs to get done.
Man, this offseason gonna be something, man. Sorry. I'm gonna read this one too. Pavel says I still believe it's 143-0 record for coming back 3-0. But if any team can do it, it's the Mavs. Jeez, that's the record, huh?
Yeah, but Pavel, I don't know. You know what? There's some crazy stuff in me. Like, you know what? Luka will be the person that do it. It's that Luka magic, crazy stuff. It always happened with numbers and Luka, but it's wild. They just got to win one, though. It's crazy to say that. I know it's like that's cliche, but again, it's just seeing yourself beating a team. That's a big step. They have to beat this team game 4, and then we can go from there. They were up 20 in Golden State. Remember that. Backpack says Turn is overrated defender. We need Gobert. I told you I'm so scared about the offense with Rudy. Backpack. I'm so scared to give him. That guy makes almost $40 million a year. And
hold on. Let me make sure I'm reading this correctly. Turner's overrated, but we need Gobert. We're talking about the same guy over the last handful of years. Has been getting played out the court in crucial times in the playoffs. But Turner's overrated. Oh, okay. I guess it makes sense.
I mean, I don't think he would play up the court with us, though. I don't think as much.
No, I'm just saying, like,
yeah. But
overrated when the guy you just said we need
just keep getting played off the court. But the rest of the team, if Utah had other guys that could play defense, that defense would work a little better in the playoffs. But nobody can play defense. Like guys constantly drive past everybody on that team. It is what it is. So I don't know. I'm just so scared because we've made wrong decisions with the centers before, man, and it's bit us in the butt. Like I remember Eric Dampier. Oh my gosh, I hated that contract for so long, and I was.
Oh my god,
that's like such a
the
contract.
Only positive out of that, bro. He got us. His contract got us Tyson.
Yeah.
So only positive. No, what's I was gonna say something. I don't even know what I was gonna say.
Turner overrated.
Oh, it's for you right here, bro. I'm clicking on this for you.
Yes, Johnny Bravo, you are correct. Mo Bamba is better than Dwight Powell, but is he? It's not that you shouldn't get Mo Bamba if he's the last choice. He's like available, and you just grab him for nothing. What I'm saying is that shouldn't be what you're reaching for. It's
Thank you.
Mo Bamba. Like, that's not
Where's
who I'm looking
where
for.
love coming from, bro?
I'm
That's
not
what I'm trying
looking
to
for Mo
figure out.
Bamba. But if I can get him for the low, I'll take him.
For the low. Add a couple lows on there, bro. If we can get him for a Chick-fil-A coupon or something, bro, I'll sign him right now. RC
uh,
said, if Powell is our starting center next season, our offseason was a wash. Yeah, they need to do everything they can not for him not to be our starting center, like King said earlier. I would be upset if that was the case, bro. It's for you, King.
Clay Thompson, top 75. Thomas says, I've been said we need a traditional center, bro. 2 years ago, I said if we get Jeremy Grant as a number 2 option, we would be okay. At Rel 2 years ago, I spoke about Zach LaVine. I don't know about Jeremy Grant being a number 2 option.
Yeah, I'm not number 2 option.
Yeah, maybe a 3, but not a number 2 option. And yeah, Zach LaVine been on the radar for a second. I think Mavs fans been wanting him for a minute.
No, he's right though. He called it. He called it. All that stuff he said, he called it.
Don't worry about that.
That Thomas, you did. We got it on.
Thomas, I ain't giving you the credit. He gave it to you. But yeah, man.
Clay looking like a top 75 right now.
I did. Top 75. I told you about to get down a ring. What you gonna say then, Thomas? If he get another ring?
Oh man,
top 75. Get out of here, man. Get out of here.
Oh man. Charlie said we talked about Luka's lack of D, but in my opinion, he's a better defender than Spencer.
I don't. It depends.
He not wrong about that, bro.
It's not. No, I don't think he's wrong. I don't think he's right either. So Luka is great at like when he can get his body in front of you, if that makes sense. Like if you in a tight spot and he can get his body in front of you, Luka, he's like James Harden in him. He's so big that you can't get past him. He's like a great post defender. Like that's what Luka is. But as far as when somebody got space on him and just ISO, like at least Spencer can like direct them a little bit. They just go right past Luka Doncic. Like it's like once he makes one move and you make a crossover, you're gone. There's nothing he can do. So Spencer's not the greatest defender, but Luka, man, his the blow by, it's just nothing you can do. Like you mess everybody. The way Luka plays defense, it makes other people get in like foul trouble and like tired and all because they're having to run and adjust because of him, and then it makes it look like they're playing bad defense. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Nah, you're right.
Pavel says Maxey getting a lot of undue heat in my opinion. He can't guard 2-on-1s. It's others boxing out. Nah, man. Like it was times he on the free throw line, Pavel. He was standing there on one free throw. And he had boxed. They had a double team on Kevon Looney, and he was in front of him, and he still reached up and Kevon tapped it over his head and out of the way from it. And I was like, "Come on, Max."
Not saying it's all his fault, bro, but he got to take some blame, though, Pavel. I'm sorry.
He definitely wasn't a positive in this series at all so far.
Melissa, how you doing? It says Golden State defense continues to kill Mavs tonight. 14 more rebounds. I agree. Powell is no center, but offensively, Mavs only 79% from the free throw. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Unless you have to bring it up. That's one thing we can talk about in the negatives.
All series.
All free throws, bro.
All season, everything that's bit us in the butt all season.
We are so used to having Dirk. When Dirk was playing or whatever, we used to always shoot like 80. We was like number 1 free throw shooting team in the league, 80% every year, 80 whatever. Yeah, now, man,
Dirk stayed over 85%.
0-4 from the free throw line. That was frustrating, bro.
Has Dirk ever shot under 85% from the free throw line?
I don't think so.
That's what I'm saying. Dirk was over 85%. He was always close to 90.
Yeah. Remember one year it went 90, 50, 40.
Yeah.
Almost went there a couple times.
I feel like he did it more than once. I feel like one year he missed it with Monte when he didn't shoot 40% from the 3-point line. Or even didn't get 50% from the field. It was one of the two. I feel like he missed it one more time.
I'm talking about it was threes. It was like 39 or something like that.
39, something like that. He missed it again.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. A couple other times he almost had it. There's a couple other times he almost had it. It might be like you said, it might be the free throws or something. Or like he might have like 87 or 88% on the free throws. And like that one you said with Monte, it was like 39.8 or something like that.
Something like that, yep. Where he just missed it.
Threes or whatever. So yeah. Oh, that's you.
Oh, okay. He says on the real, y'all sound defeated. Let's go. Mavs can literally move one piece and add a piece and overcome this next year. We take this and build on for this for years to come. Oh, I told you, Thomas, I'm not defeated. I'm
No, we already said it. We
I told
said
you
it.
we have the building blocks in place. The system and all is everything it needs to be. It's just now about personnel. It's literally get the personnel in the door to fit the job. That's all
Yep.
I think it is. And I'm still not even done with this series. I told you one game at a time. If they come win game 4, watch me be excited in here. Y'all think I'm not done? Let's go.
Like, and we already talked about. Remember this past offseason? It was let's get the structure together.
Yep.
It was the front office, the coach, and all that stuff. Let's
Mm-hmm.
get the structure together, then move forward. So they
Yep.
already got a head start by trading KP.
Yep.
Because now you got the pieces that you can kind of trade and move around with, along with the structure and the front office and all that stuff. So yeah, nah. Look, man, I said this a few videos ago. You got a player like Luka who was kind of like Dirk. Remember when we had Dirk and Dirk finally hit his stride? It was 50 games every year, playoffs every year. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I feel like. I think Luka's gonna take it a step further as far as like I think Luka's gonna be like flirting with the Western Conference Finals almost every year, depending on who we get and all the pieces that they add around them and stuff like that. That's my opinion. I really think that's gonna happen. But
Bro,
like I said, like you said, look what he did with this team now. He took this team to the West Conference Finals. Now, just imagine you add that center that you talked about, or that extra look, like say, just for example, like a Zach LaVine or somebody like that around, that can help him carry the offense and stuff like that. Like pieces, Jeremy Grant, add those pieces, and then see what they can do for years to come. Man, I really believe that they're making the right step in that direction, man.
Yeah, I piggyback off of what you said. They got to the Western Conference Finals with the team they got right now. You added Zach LaVine. The team only gonna get better. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So
team
why won't we still be here? Yeah. Pavel says they need to find a balance between paint and threes. Game 2 is all 3. Tonight was all drive. If we can't find a balance, the remaining games we win. We built with 3 and D. He said anything else? Built with 3 and D. Bullock, 3 snipers, Smith sniper, Maxey, Luka, Brunson can hit 3, Berton sniper. It doesn't make sense to overemphasize the drive. But you can't just shoot threes on guys without a drive.
Like they were just driving and not trying to do threes. Remember, they were driving and penetrating, kicking out. They just, matter of fact, I just said they shot 45 threes. They only made 13 of them. So it wasn't the balance was there. They just weren't hitting their shots.
Huh. Bro, the only reason we were close is because we were driving. And we were getting to the free throw line too.
Yeah, that too. Because man, we were getting to the penalty early.
Yeah, that's part of paint points. They don't count them as paint points because you got to get them to the free throw line, but you got them from driving in the paint.
Thomas says we need ballers, not just 3D. Yep. Which is what I said.
There you go. You need ballers.
Yeah, I said that. Not just 3D guys. You got 3D guys. You just need some people who can get their own shot. I'm not saying you got to go out there and be Kyrie. Just when the play breaks down, like I Golden State did, Golden State can hit you in a multitude of ways, man. That's what you need.
Here, fool.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, he said speed. Come on.
Top 75. He already top 75. I told you.
Hey, at least he's on your side now. He said I really like Batum pickup.
Too old now, man.
He's 33.
Yeah, too old. With injuries and all too, you got an old body.
Oh yeah, you do got injuries.
Yeah, I'm okay.
He also says potential for step 2, just not wear a mouth guard. Oh my god, he probably can't breathe well with it in, and petition for Steve Kerr to lose the mask is clearly a security blanket. Pulls it down to talk.
You say you don't.
The threes were different looks tonight. Not ready. Complete switched offense game plan that worked. Overreaction. The adjustment was D, not O.
I don't know, Pavel. When you go that whole quarter and what they scored 13 points in that quarter in game 2.
Yeah.
In the third quarter,
like 40 something or whatever.
Yeah, you if your offense only got you 13 points in that quarter, yeah, the defense need adjustment. But if you just kept scoring and traded buckets, you'd have won the game.
Yeah, really would have. Because maybe you up by 20.
Yep.
You'd have had like an even quarter. It would have been.
You'd have won the game. Yep.
Corey says, Luka, if we get swept here, Luka will come back in a better shape, and we just have to build with the center and LaVine type. Yeah.
Even if we don't get swept, he better come back in better shape.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to do. Yeah, definitely got to come back in better shape. Like you said, take that Jordan mentality back in '90.
Yeah. Melissa says instead of letting Luka continue to develop, folks began comparing him now to Steph, MJ, other Hall of Famers, causing unrealistic expectations that lead to deeper disappointments when Mavs lose. I mean, yes, Melissa, they do compare him to him, so he gets unrealistic expectations. But because he does the things he does, he has to be compared to those guys. And I don't think it's a bad thing. He should be compared to those guys. I think he wants to be held to that level. It's just he's young. Like all these guys, Steph Curry. I remember when I was younger, Steph Curry getting criticized that he couldn't stay healthy and that it wouldn't work. Guys didn't even draft him high because they didn't think it would work with Steph Curry. So he went through a long time. Steph Curry didn't make an All-Star game to maybe like his 6th year?
Yeah.
Or so, like it was something like that. And then MJ was just seen as a guy that could just score, that couldn't win with a team. As far as he was just a beast as far as getting points, but he didn't make a team better. And he went through that for years until we're thinking about it in hindsight, like the 1990s and all happened. Back in the 80s, Jordan was going through criticism all the time.
Yep.
So it's just Luka's development. This is part of his development, this criticism. He's that great that he gets great criticism as well. So I'm okay with it. I know it's coming, and it's up to him to just not fold under pressure. And I don't think he'll fold. I think he's fine.
Of course, said Levine has gotten better on defense. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I still want to have him, but
yeah.
Put him in a scheme. He'd probably be better with like a Reggie beside him in a Dodo.
Yeah. Pavel also says, "Call me delusional, but I still believe we can win 4 straight."
Pavel, I do too. If we win one,
on that train right now.
Win one, Pavel. We gotta win one. We gotta win one, man. We gotta win.
We gotta win one, bro. You gotta win one. Man, dude, gonna kill me at work, bro. I hate work.
Don't let them. That's fine. If they kill you, the series ain't over yet. That's the glory. The glorious thing about basketball is that some crazy stuff.
He said Warriors in 5, and I gotta hear about it, bro.
Warriors in 5. Well, they gotta get to 6. Come on, Mavs. Backpack said, I hope JB gets traded. We need better second options. Sign and trade him when his price is high. Yeah. I mean, I want a second option that's already we went out second option to already know what we're gonna get from him. I'm just scared that JB may develop even more. And
yeah, let him go.
Yeah, and JB was nice this postseason. Like, imagine that other guy giving you what JB's giving us this postseason. We'd be happy. So
yeah, because the other guy definitely wasn't giving you this.
Yeah, like JB's been the man. He's averaging over 20 still, right, for the playoffs.
I believe so.
He has to be. So
what he dropped 31 last game. I think he dropped
20 again today.
20 today, yeah. So yeah.
I think he had 20 every game so far this series.
He had 20 in game 1?
I think he did.
Okay.
He wasn't the lead. Reggie, who was the leading scorer? Was Reggie the leading scorer in that game? Or JB was?
No, Spencer.
In game 1?
Wait, hold on. No, it was Luka. He had 20, remember?
Luka was the high with no, Reggie had 21. So Reggie had 21 last game.
Yeah, Reggie had 21 last game. Hold on.
Last game. So Luka was the high with 20. I feel like JB made a high with something with 20 something in game 1.
Give me a second, bro. I can tell you. It was the first one was okay. Yeah, it was Luka with 20. JB had 14.
14, okay.
Dinwiddie had 17. That's a good game. Dinwiddie had a good game.
He's still averaging like 25, almost. So, 23.
Yeah.
But
go ahead and read the rest of these, bro, so we can try to get to the. RCA said we need a big man more than we need Zach LaVine. We definitely ain't saying that for sure. That should be the number 1 priority.
Yeah, the number 1 is big dude.
Pavel says the other post show, DFWB or something, I think, would like to trade Luka. I asked them who would they trade Luka for, and they never. And I don't watch it. I know who you're talking about, Pavel. I don't watch it, dude.
Bro, that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Do you think Memphis is saying let's trade Ja Morant right now?
Bro, don't get me started on that. I told you this already. I
Bro,
said we're the only
this
fan
is
base that
crazy.
criticizes the superstar, bro. I
Trey
said all the
Young.
other superstars I named off have all had multiple bad games in the playoffs, and I did not see
Bro.
their fan base throwing them under the bus, trade them. We better without them. None of that, bro. We the only fan base that does it. And
Bro,
I keep telling
Utah
Luka
don't
and
even want to
Young
trade.
on Twitter and all that. See y'all doing this. I'm telling you, if he leaves, y'all not gonna be happy because you're not gonna get equal value back for Luka, bro. I'm telling you that right now.
Yo, Utah don't even want to trade Donovan Mitchell. And we talking
Exactly.
about trading Luka Doncic. Oh, wow. BF or a DFWB or whatever show we think you're talking about. Let it be. Whatever show we think you're talking about. Yeah, don't. They might be with Chat Sports then or whatever we said, because that's the dumbest take I've ever heard. Luka Doncic is statistically, at least right now, the greatest Maverick of all, the best Maverick of all time, we should say, as far as the way it looks. He may not be the greatest yet, but it looks like he's the best. And you talking about trading this man away? You're crazy.
I guess they love the fact when we had Roddy Bobois and all them as our starting guards. And
yeah, they're crazy.
Melissa says Brunson is a free agent. Mavs failed to give him an extension, so they gave up control over his movement this year. Yeah, we talked about that before, Melissa. He's an unrestricted free agent.
Yeah, but they'll give him, Melissa, I believe he'll give him a signing trade.
Yeah, they'll sign trade him.
They'll give him a signing trade.
Unbout says I'm kind of sick of Luka disappearing in the fourth.
What? Unbout Luka had 21 in the fourth today.
I was about to say, what are you talking about?
Man, Luka, you're right. Luka gonna read these messages, man. Luka gonna read these messages, man.
Anyway, Melissa said, an extension last year when Brunson requested it. Yeah.
They should have gave it to him.
Yeah, because it would have been a whole lot cheaper. He's gonna get that Dodo contract.
Yep.
Charlie said we can run it back with JB developing his three more and Tim coming back, and we add a center. I think we could win that with that.
I think
Tim got
to keep all the players. You got to get rid of something. You can't. Tim not the piece to make us a championship team. He's not a baller that's coming in and dribbling the ball between his legs, cooking people. So he's not the guy. You got all these pieces that's on the highest level they may ever be. You got to get rid of them now while you could possibly get something else.
High.
Yeah.
Thank you, babe. What we said. He's like he scored 21 in this game, 14 in last. Yeah. Talking about. Real confused on that one. Johnny B says I'm mad as hell. We didn't go after McCollum. Nah.
Yeah, we don't. I don't think it would have made that much of a difference. He'd have been playing in the place of JB then. You can't play them all at the same time.
Yeah, I'm good on that one, bro. Johnny B also says, wow, this series is turning us against each other. No, man, it ain't turning us against each other. We're still fans. Still love the team.
No, this barbershop talk.
Y'all talking about trading Luka.
This barbershop talk, Johnny B. This barbershop talk.
We on that train.
Nah.
Let's see. We've lost 3 straight games in the third quarter. Yeah. We've been good up until then. We tighten up. Oh, tighten up on the third. We can win, bro. And the crazy thing about it is too. This is the only time we all calendar year, we've lost 3 in a row.
Yeah,
that's crazy. We ain't lost 3 in a row till now.
They called the timeout on us.
Oh, no, yeah.
We got a technical foul.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. Johnny B says Chris needs to start against Looney. He can protect. Well, you've been talking about Chris all year. Johnny, believe in Chris, boy.
Hey, Johnny,
take him better than Powell and Bertans.
Yeah, I don't know.
What else you got to lose? You know what? Yeah. That's fine. What else you got to lose?
Yeah.
Go ahead, and throw him in. I think I'm to the point now. It's like whatever. Like just try something. Cause like you said, Johnny, you can't get any worse than Powell. So you're right. Excuse me. Varsity said his crazy playoffs are different. We didn't point it out in the regular season because it doesn't hurt us as bad. This is the Western Conference Finals. Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
didn't.
when
I
we
mean,
talked about before. Your strengths get clamped down on, and they focus on your weaknesses, man. That's how it works.
man, we had games in the season where y'all was ready to get cut Jalen Brunson and all that. I don't want to hear
That's
that.
all it was, bro.
I
That's all
don't
it
want
was.
to hear
Talk
that.
about
Y'all was
that.
ready to cut him and all that. So y'all point out everything in the regular season as well. Every
He know
loss
what
that happened, we was ready to cut people and all that. So
bro.
y'all
Remember a
didn't.
couple few weeks ago, they talking about cutting Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah, y'all just talk about cutting Reggie Bullock now and all that.
Yeah, they
Like,
talking about
nah, man. When something wrong, y'all call it out on this show. Don't act like that. Y'all thought it was a good option. Y'all thought it was a good strategy before this game. That's the issue. And now what happened in game two, now it's a bad strategy.
They read just dropped 21 outside this game. Nah, I gotta trade him.
I gotta trade him. Get rid of him.
Oh
Whoa,
my
like
god,
wow.
bro. You can't make it up, King. You can't make it. Papa says if we talking about reps or timeouts, we have bigger problems. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Pat. But Pavel, you know I don't do refs. Come on, you've watched the show long enough. I don't talk about refs at all,
hold
man.
on, but you don't talk about reps, but when you do, they ought to tell you something.
That's what I'm saying. I don't talk about refs at all. And I'm telling you, that last game,
That last, oh my god.
man, the commentators at halftime, Shaq and them even said, "Oh, Chuck," he said it was the worst refereeing jump he's ever seen. And you don't get that as a take back. There's no way the league come back and say, "Oh, they messed up so much, you got to play the game over again." Like,
Exactly.
no, they just destroyed that whole momentum and said it's over. Here you go, Golden State, and that like changes everything. So, yeah, we have bigger problems, but when you fighting, when you're already an underdog and a underachiever, and you're fighting, situations like that are big. And to have referees control a game like that,
And
it
then
was
you
ugly. It was real ugly for the NBA.
then on top of that, you already have to do everything perfect, and then you got to
Yeah,
fight the refs too. That makes it harder, bro.
yeah.
But yeah, nah, you right. Charlie says, guys, let's talk about the real issue: the fact that all the tickets are being taken by these rich, yeah,
MFs.
that live in Dallas for no income tax and have money to burn and make no noise. I've talked about that before, Charlie. I ever since they built the AAC, man, it's been like that. The area they have the AAC at, man, it's like our area we call Uptown, and it's very glitzy, very whole little rich, kind of uppity area. It's just that's just how it is there, man. They, I don't know. It's been like that for a while. Like I said, it's why we call it the wine. Why they call it the wine and cheese crowd here in Dallas, man.
Yeah.
It's I gave the example of Golden State. Their fans, they were down by 20, and then they make one shot, and their fans just erupt, and it kept keeping that same energy, which helped them get back in the game. Us, we only down by like 7 or whatever, and you don't hear anything, and so it's just, I mean, that's just how it is, man. That's how it is. That's how it's been, I should say too. Beck says we had problems with kids timeouts in regular season, but we didn't pay too much attention to it. To look at Kerr, he took timeouts when the Mavs made 2 straight shots with. That's what I was. That's what I was saying.
Bro,
And
that's
he did that. Matter of fact, he did that in game 2 when
bro,
Dallas
that's
went on a little mini run, and they blew like those like 2 defense. But I think was it Luka had hit 2 threes or whatever, and he had called that timeout.
I hear you about Steve Kerr, but that first part back is a contradiction. You can't see we had problems with Kerr's timeouts in the regular season, but we didn't pay too much attention to it. Then how'd you have problems with it if you didn't pay too much attention to it? Like what I'm saying, it's not a issue. The guy, it was successful before, so nobody. The reason you didn't say anything about it because it was different. It was different, and it was leading to wins. So you were questioning it, but you didn't have a problem with it, or you would have said something about it. Now that it actually bit you in the butt in the game, it's like, well, his philosophy doesn't work. And I understand, yeah, maybe in that game you should have did something different. But I'm saying, like, oh yeah, we didn't talk about it.
RC says the only thing they can do now is make their shots.
Yep, gotta go on a run and making shots
And defense too. But you know what's crazy though? They're not hitting like a huge clip on threes.
bro. The defense was fine today. I feel like the defense was okay today.
Matter of fact, what was the score? Well, 109. Yeah,
109
109.
100. So I'm saying that wasn't a bad. I was fine with today's defense. It was the shots. We couldn't make anything.
Kwame says, press Draymond, make him shoot and Boban.
I don't know, man. I can't say no anymore. I'm
I,
just
I, I was just gonna say that. You know what? Whatever. Now, throw whoever y'all want in there, man. If y'all want to throw, you want to throw the water boy in there, that's fine. It don't even matter, man. I want my 70% off. Pebble says I like the coaching strategy of not calling timeouts to bail
bail them out.
probably bail him out. It forces
Hmm.
growth. Kid said it's not the end, it's the beginning. Begin says I would have took a timeout to address Looney game too.
Exactly. I agree, Pavel. I would have took a timeout too if I was coaching. But as I said, I don't. You can't like it all year and then like go off on them. Like, okay, it failed that time. Somebody outbeat us, beat the strategy. It is what it is.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell Looney beating us.
Because he's driving to the paint, he's running, and we have nobody that can stop him. It's easy layups, or it's a pass off to somebody else because we're doubling on the perimeter. We keep
Rudy,
doubling,
we beat Rudy and Aiden. They can't stop Kawhi Leonard, who ain't even nowhere near 7 feet. This
bro.
is crazy, bro.
We have to stop doubling. If somebody's gonna kill us with 50, let them kill us with 50. We have to stop doubling, bro. I'm being dead serious. We have to stop doubling. We cannot double anymore.
So he's saying take the philosophy of let everybody stop everybody else, but let Steph get his.
If Steph gonna get 50 and that's how you do it, I don't know if Steph can. The way you playing defense, I don't know if Steph can make shots. Steph making big shots, but he's not making like every shot. There's a bunch of threes he's shooting him and Clay where it's like, oh, they're missing those shots. So you got to just play one on one, man. Like I think we're scared of the name more than it's the bark more than the bite.
Right now.
Yeah, because Steph got, I know it's 32, and then what do you get today? 30 or something or close to it.
32.
But it's not like dumb games. You feel what I'm saying? Like Steph can get us for 50 and all that. Like, and then Clay is getting a little run of doing something hot. It's more of the bark that we're scared of than the bite. So we keep doubling. And that was a problem against Utah too at a point where we kept I'm like, stop doubling. You don't have to double these guys. They aren't that good.
They switched that up in halftime. I know
Yeah. Stop doubling. Like just play straight up and let it happen. Whatever happens, let it happen.
Oh, we got 2 hours. It's almost 2 o'clock. Beck says it would be harder to get to the playoffs next season with this roster: Denver healthy, Clippers healthy, Wolves, Grizzlies, Dubs, Suns, Pelicans, and Blazers.
So you gotta
Who
get better.
We're gonna have this exact same roster though,
Yeah,
Bill.
I don't think we're gonna have the same
I don't
roster.
think we're gonna have the same roster, bro. Trust Nico gonna make some moves.
But it's not over yet. Again, like VIP said next.
Mount said Boban could score in the post.
Yeah, it's never about the scoring though amount with Boban. It's always about can he move his feet? Yeah.
Yeah. His team is very quick. You're talking about a
Yeah.
guy who's a lumbering giant, man. He's not known for having quick feet. You saw what happened in the LA series last year. He played a lot of minutes. Smito says, well, it was a good run. There is no one to blame, no one to praise. The team just wasn't ready for the big stage. Yeah, Luka isn't a great defender. Yeah, Maxey is terrible on offense. Not the reason.
I mean, they overachieved. It really is an overachieving team, so you can't get mad. But I'm just saying, again, Smito, I'm tired of overachieving. It's time. It's time to set your mark and be that team that's expected. I'm tired of guys being like, "Wow." I'm tired of teams of people not looking at us in the media and all because they don't expect us to do anything. We overachieve it. I want them to look at us and be like, "No, those guys supposed to be here. We think they're gonna make noise." I'm tired of this. So it's time to get the team right.
Everyone defense was bad at the end. Yeah.
Yep.
That's true, Kwame. Oh, he says Tatum scored 10 points last game. Yeah, and I'm guaranteeing you, none of the Boston fans were out here killing him. I talk about trading him and we can do better without him. I'm guaranteeing you that. Luka go out here and get you 40, 11, and 5 or whatever, bro. And every time we need to trade him, he it's a reason why we losing.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me. Biggest problem all playoff rebounds. They can't box out anyone. Yeah, there's a lot of issues with the rebounds, man.
Your point guard shouldn't be your best rebounder.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, your point guard should not be which is crazy. Charles Barkley. Oh, God, he did, bro. I feel like he did. Charles, bro.
No, I wouldn't even read it. No, it's like I'm kidding. You can read it, but no.
He said, "What do you think about what?" No.
I
want to read that. No.
Mm-mm.
God, no. I'd rather have Mo Bamba than Westbrook. No.
Yes, I agree.
The series starts on Tuesday. Mavs in 4. Can you rubbing off on the people, man?
Uh,
Johnny B says, as much as I love Luca, but when he's on the bench, the offense and the defense plays better. We took the lead with him on the bench, and as soon as he came back in, he got his but the team fell off.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, Johnny, the statement sounds like you're saying it like in general. I will agree for this game and this series so far. Yes, you have been correct, but I'm not saying it as far as like, okay, you just adjust. It's about him and his getting his condition and his defense and all and together and all. But we're not going to act like he wasn't given the business in the last series or the series before then. So it is what it is.
But my thing is, when y'all make comments like that, what are y'all saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you trying to say
Like
you
y'all
should
saying
trade
give
him?
Luka? Is that what y'all saying? I mean, that'd be the most brain dead. I'm guaranteeing you, if Dallas was to say, if Luka was to say he'll leave, I'm guaranteeing you 29 other teams will line up and try to get him.
Also, Johnny B, though, you got to think about this as well. When Luka's not on the floor, the other team plays that way. They play their team differently when Luka's not on the floor as well. So, like, usually when Luka's not on the floor, they take Steph out of the game, and also like Andrew Wiggins out of the game. So it's the other guys playing against the team without those two as well. So it's just
And none of those
matchups and
other
different
guys are
situations.
commanding attention the way Luka does, so they play more one on one when those guys are
Yeah,
on the court. So it makes it a little bit simpler.
yeah,
JB can beat his guy one on one. Luka has to take on his guy and another guy doubling on him every play. So it's a huge difference.
yeah. Can you please click on Weasel, the 2-1 down, because I wanted to talk about that one and when he just said it. So I love seeing the
Behind the backflip, crazy passes, but seems like guys miss those shots.
bro. You saw how many passes Luka gave that were amazing. I was like, if you make that shot, it's a highlight forever, and they just were missing so many shots. It was like the
Oh,
pass was
it's
like
just this game,
ridiculous.
bro. It's the the series in general. Like I said, they've been missing a ton of threes the whole entire series, bro.
So many highlights that would have been highlights forever that they missed.
I get the rest of these, bro. I remember 2 hours. He said the team doesn't need much. I really believe that, but what we desperately need is some vets with a lot of playoff experience on the bench. I mean, I feel like we just need some wings. I think this team has enough experience now. They've been to the playoff 3 years
Yeah,
in a
I'm
row.
gonna say
They got a
Smito,
little further.
you have it now.
You need athleticism, man. Athleticism and some size. That's what you need.
I mean, they have the experience now. They've been in the Western Conference Finals. They get a piece. They're going to be expected to go to the finals now.
Yep.
That's what happens now. Like, you have the experience now, so now it's to get the next step.
Exactly. At says a question about Warriors offense. How don't any of their players pull a hamstring or something? He said they cover as much ground every single game. Gotta be PEDs.
PEDs.
Man, listen. And you know, to answer your question though, for real, they said this also too during the broadcast. It's because Kerr literally plays everybody. It is not just one game here, one game there. They literally play everybody. So that keeps everybody fresh. Look how many times like Steph be sitting on the bench for like 5, 6, 7 minutes at a time throughout the game. And that what keeps him fresh. So when they do put him in the fourth quarter, he just takes right off. So that's why they don't pull anything, man. That's why they stay so healthy, because they play everybody and everybody pretty much moves without the ball. So yeah. Smito says, I'm sure Luka is 235, but not 235 of pure muscle. Most are heavier than fat. Muscles are heavier than fat. So if he is completely in shape, he will be slimmer and still weigh the same.
Man, I'm telling y'all, I've seen Luke in person, or a bunch of y'all probably have too, and he's 6'7". My little brother my younger brother, I say, just lost weight. He's 6'8", and he's like 250 now, and he's definitely smaller than Luka now. He was like 4 something at a point. He lost a lot of weight. And Luka's 6'7", and he's a big boy. I'm telling you, Luka's around like 245, 250. Like LeBron, don't believe that LeBron James 245 weight. Like LeBron have been in the league probably like 280 at one point. Like LeBron's been huge at a point. These guys are
265, bro.
Probably right now he's like 265. Yep, that's what I'm saying. At one point he was his biggest probably in Miami. He probably got like 280. LeBron was huge. So like I don't think Luka. I think he's like a 240 something right now. That's really my opinion. I think he should get the 235 though muscle. I think, like you said, he'll look tighter and he'll look smaller, but he'll be more compact.
Let's say you guys give the best analysts on the media. Thank you. Thanks to the ones who come on last game by themselves. Sorry, but don't now. Oh, don't know his name. Let us know how we can support your work more. we have a Patreon being set up, so we're gonna let y'all guys know here soon about that. But yeah, we're still in the works with that right now. We'll let y'all guys know about the Patreon if y'all want to support the channel in that way. We'll let you guys know. Just follow us too on our socials, guys. That'll also help out too with knowing what we're gonna do moving forward in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to get through the rest of these, y'all. We already over 2 hours. Look, I get it. It's overreaction Sunday, but the Mavs fans calm down. He said our team isn't as bad as 3-0 looks. It's a mental thing with the role players. They never won anything in their lives. It's a little bit more than mental, man. It's a little bit more than mental. It's definitely a battle of philosophies. Like I said, when you got a team that everybody can put the ball on the floor, it's a 5-man rotation in and out. Those guys can move around on the perimeter to where you don't know where they're gonna hit you at. It's a little bit more than mental, man.
Yeah.
It means you played on defense, you getting out played on offense. So yeah, I probably disagree with that one. Kwame says I saw this the man even in the Jazz and the Sun series, the same thing. I don't remember what we was talking about with that.
Mm.
We play better on ESPN.
Yep, that's what I said. I hate being on TNT.
Yeah, we probably do play better. I hate national in general. He said, I get that they never call offensive fouls on offhand push-offs or hand in the face plays, but the fact that they called it a foul, then reviewed it to see his hand in his face and overturned it. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
said too.
yeah, Charlie. When they
I
actually
said
reviewed it, and
they pushed him with his offhand and dunked it with the right hand. So yeah.
yeah, when they called it at first, they shouldn't have. It should have stayed that because
Yeah.
they should have just not called it in the first place.
Wiggins being in the league for 8 years, trying to ball out. Yeah.
And number one pick though.
Yeah, he was number one pick. He's an all-star now.
Yeah.
Why doesn't the league give teams 2 days to rest? Oh, you mean why the league don't give us 2 days to rest? What you mean? Because this is two series in a row. We're gonna have 1 day in between. Everybody else getting 155 days in between. Dodo, Luca, Reggie are here for the next season. Let's go and get someone who will be an instant impact for those other players. The season was a success. Let's go, Mavs. Yeah.
I mean that's about. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's probably the three guys. It's like a lot that I say you can't touch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna answer like 3 more questions, y'all. Then we're gonna probably call it a night. I apologize because we are running over time. It's like almost 2 o'clock here.
2 o'clock.
Let's see where we at.
We're gonna have another. Trust me, y'all. If the season does end after what's that Tuesday, we would definitely have like a show just doing questions and comments where we could just talk about everything that's going on.
Yeah, we're gonna have more videos, y'all. This is not.
It's not the end. This is not stay where we talk Mavs, y'all. We're gonna discuss everything that's going on with the Mavs. We want to be involved with everything.
Melissa says Luka is great, but he didn't carry the team in the playoffs by himself to the Western Conference Finals. He missed half of the first round, 6 games. That's why Brunson needs to come to New York to get some love. Hey,
we love him over here, Melissa.
I mean, we might need to talk about who y'all got. We can get Melissa. Y'all talking about like that. Put in K-Dub. He ain't said anything yet. He said, did Luka look like he was already giving up in the post-game conference? I don't know. I haven't seen the post-game conference yet.
I haven't seen it either.
I'm going to have to look at that, man, here. Let's see. Somebody else that didn't answer. We didn't answer yet. It's your boy. He said, saw some toxic NBA Twitter users saying Luka is starting to have LeBron-like stats. Like, that's a bad thing. Hey, he get criticized like LeBron, too, it's your boy. Yeah. He definitely get criticized like him. Only if you don't get 30 and 10 every game, then he trash.
Oh, once he gets it's all good. He just setting his numbers up for when he get his chips. So it's at a point now that's basically what Luka's getting to. It's hardware now. That's all he need is hardware.
And that's gonna be the last one here. Matt says I've been a Mavs fan for 31 years, and the idea of trading Luka is so crazy and dumb that if they do it, I go with Luka. Matt, we here, Matt.
Almost there, but
I've been a Mavs fan my whole life. Like I said, I talked to y'all before at nauseam about the 90s. Most of y'all in here did not watch the Mavericks in the 90s. Y'all were nowhere close to being a fan of the Mavericks in the 90s. You probably weren't even born yet. But listen, if they trade Luka, that'll be the dumbest thing in the history of this franchise. Like for people to have that idea, like we play better with Luka, that's a stupid. If that's the case, then why haven't we been to this point? Now, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
How long has it been since we won the first round?
uh,
11 years.
how old are you, King?
Um,
Probably that long.
I'm like
Come on, man.
67.
Like he's the reason why we're in this position now in the Western Conference Final. You wouldn't have got there with this team. If anybody think that's not the case, then y'all just being naive. Like you just don't like Luka. Let's just go and put it out there like that.
I mean, don't Luka almost got as many first team All NBAs as Dirk already.
Yeah, he just started. But yeah, that's gonna probably do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. We definitely appreciate y'all rocking with us this late. Dang, 2 hours and 15 minutes. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Listen, guys, if you're brand new to the channel, I see a few of y'all have already subscribed. We definitely appreciate that. But if you guys are brand new to the channel, you love Mav content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys, and follow us here as we talk about more Mav content. Like I said, if we lose on Tuesday, y'all, it's not over. We still have more content to bring to you guys. Like I said, we got off-season moves, got trades, predictions, rumors,
Raft.
draft coming up. The start of the season for next year, summer league, whatever it is, guys. We got Mav content here for you guys. Like King said, if we lose on Tuesday, we'll still have another video, probably like a question and comment video for you guys to kind of get your reaction to the overall season and stuff like that. We'll probably have our roundtable here set up here. A lot of the guys that we work with, other content creators, are kind of busy right now. We're all trying to work something out to where we all kind of do a video together, but we'll get there. We'll let you guys know. Just follow our channel here. Hit the notification bell so that way if we drop anything, you guys will be the first to know. Also, guys, for the help our video, please, guys, go ahead and hit that like button too, guys. That'll get our videos out there and build up our algorithm. So that way, when anybody looks for Mav content, our videos be one of the first ones that they see. That would definitely help out a lot, y'all. If you do that for us too. Also, for our socials, if you're on Twitter, you see down here at the bottom, we got We Talk Mavs on Twitter. And on Instagram, we have We Talk _Mavs on Instagram, guys. So follow us both on there. If y'all don't, Daryl's going to fire me, and I don't want to get fired, y'all. So please follow us on these two socials here. That will be much appreciated. Kings, anything else I'm missing?
Share. Anybody you may
share.
know. Anyone. I don't care who it is. Just share.
Yes, sir.
Please.
But like King said, guys, we will be back here on Tuesday, same Mav time, same man channel. Hopefully it's a dub. We're just gonna have to wait and see, y'all. And if it ain't, it was a fun ride. Like I said, we still have more videos and more content to bring to you guys. We definitely will do that.
Let's go, man.
With all that being said, guys, it is your boy Real. I got my boy King. This is We Talk Mavs here on the Globe Mavs production. We'll catch you guys here on Tuesday, same Mav time, same man channel. We out. Oh. Yeah. Kings, it's gonna work, man.
Come on, good luck for game 4.
Can't go 0-3, King. We can't go 0-3, man. Not with this.
So I guess
it's over, King.
No, it actually sounds like it's good luck when it don't stop.
Hey, I've been saying it's like an omen right here, man. Like, oh, it ain't stopping. Oh man, something ain't gonna go well for the Mavs. Hopefully, it go well for the Mavs.
I feel like we have a window, y'all, at the game 4.
I think we will win game 4.
I feel like we're gonna win.
Can't go out like that, King. We can't go out like that, bro.